retirement. You know what I'm saying? He doing a little shit with 50. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say my reactions. You know what I'm saying? See what T.I. talking about. I seen he doing something with Ebru. I see he got a couple interviews out. So y'all stay tuned, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna react to all of them, man. I like T.I. We grew up on T.I. T.I. was big when we was in high school. And like Swagger Like Us, Top Back, what you know about that? Like he got some bangers, dog. 50 got some bangers too. I know when 50 came out, we was like in 5th grade, and they Get Rich or Die Trying. That was his best album, and it was big. But T.I. is an overall type of guy, and he getting it in for a long period of time. Even though 50 did too. 50 is successful, but T.I. been successful in music too. But they both kind of like the same. Not really the same, but they different in different areas. But like 50 is a hell of a guy. T.I. is a hell of a guy. So it's like it's like a tie, but they ain't tied in the same categories. 50 may got T.I. No, 50. Let me think of what Okay, yeah. 50 may got T.I. beat in certain categories. I was thinking about what category 50 got T.I. beat in. He got muscles. That one thing I can think of. His ass got muscles and we don't. But T.I. still that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And 50 is that nigga too in a certain sense. Like, but he a bully. I don't never fuck with bullies though. But you know what I'm saying? He do teach you about fear, and he do teach you how to overcome fear. So that's a good thing about him. And he got an inspiring story. So I always remember his story growing up. We was like young, 5th grade. It was inspiring to know that a guy got shot that many times and survived. Because we ain't never heard of somebody getting shot, period, growing up. We was on like around 5th grade, I remember when he came out. So let's get it, man. Let's get it, man.
What's happening, sir?
Ain't a whole lot to it. What you know?
You trying to downplay? Ain't a whole lot to it, guy.
Ain't a whole lot to it. What you know? See, T.I. know how the motherfucker talk. First of all, that motherfucker talk like a motherfucker pimp. That motherfucker pimp squad clique. That nigga kids, he a father. Like T.I. overall that guy though. You gotta give it to him, bro. You gotta give it to him, man. He know how to talk. That nigga smarter than everybody. And goddamn, he cool with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give it to him, bro. That nigga say he been in shit since kindergarten. What did she say? I've been popping since kindergarten. You were lame to me, like that's some real shit. I can relate to that, being popular as hell, but not being cocky and confident like that nigga though. And you know what I'm saying? But a lot of my ways is like T.I., especially when it comes to having, heart. When it comes to being fly, being that nigga. They like Rashad off of motherfucking ATL, baby face, skinny nigga.
I mean, that going crazy.
Other than that, man. It's a week's worth.
And you're back rapping.
Yeah.
Since the last time we saw you, you became a whole comedian and now are back to being an MC again.
Yeah, I mean, I made a promise.
What was the promise?
I made a promise that I had one more album to deliver to the people, and you know what I'm saying. And I can't retire until I give them what I promised.
Let me ask you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to jump right in. Okay. So why do we do this? Kill the King, the final album.
Yeah.
Why does it seem like some of my favorite artists in hip hop feel the need to either say it's the last tour or the last album? Like, you are a very young man. You really are sure you're not going to want to make another album in 5 years and 10 years?
I'm only speaking for me. I can't, rationalize why other people make their decision. But for me, it's so much other stuff in life to do. I'm 45. So at 45, 40, you know what I mean? It's just so much stuff in life to do. And I have so many other gifts that God has blessed me with. And I feel like this is, a perfect time. And the reason I felt this year was appropriate because it's the 25th year, the 25th anniversary for I'm Serious, 20th anniversary for King, 20th anniversary for ATL.
Damn.
So you know what I'm saying? I want
That makes sense though.
This year. So it's not because, it's almost the opposite. It's not because you're like, oh, I'm old and I shouldn't be rapping.
Right.
It's because you're still a young guy, but there's more to do in life.
To be done.
Yeah.
I dig that. I could dig that. I still think you'll drop one again one day, but I'm here to play.
No, bro. I mean, what I'm saying is that won't be my primary focus.
Got
You know, that ain't what my attention is. You know what I mean? I got grandkids. I want to spend time, you know.
How many grandkids?
4.
4. How many kids?
Soon to be 5.
Wow.
How many kids?
7.
7.
7 kids.
And oldest and youngest ages again?
9 to 29.
9 to 20.
Damn.
I
But
don't.
that'll also make you look at life differently.
What?
And then when I do rap shit, I'm like, man,
29,
this shit is
damn.
full of
But
this
side-
type
Well,
Oh,
now,
you probably talking
now,
about-
wait, hold up now,
You
hold
probably
up
talking
now.
about-
I ain't into this.
You were asked about verses on Shay Shay,
Yeah.
and you were asked about verses with Gillian Wallace.
That's right.
Yeah.
Both of you,
I was asked.
right? But both of
I'm
your
not out here
responses,
soliciting.
yeah, but your responses led to 50 having something to setting it off. And I think we all pretty much agree, you know, before.
See, that's the point. People forget. He was asked. When I be reading the comments and be reading the threads and shit, people act like T.I. Well, they probably ain't know. People act like T.I. want to do this and he did. He was asked a question. So when motherfuckers be like, he need to do this. When Tony Yayo said, and 50 posted like, he need to sell a record. Bro, nobody don't need shit, nigga. That nigga was asked a question. And since y'all so intuitive with that nigga and be watching every damn thing and swear y'all don't, 50, the nigga was asked a question and he answered the question, and when 50 thought he can just bully everybody and keep that same motherfucking energy. So that's what people don't understand. That nigga was asked a question on Shay Shay. And then he was just like, then when he was like, that when he brought the motherfucking the verses conversation up.
Get off into it.
That's very
None
important.
of us really love
Could that make a difference?
Nobody loves all that.
Bruh, let me tell you. Just on some real shit, my man. It's 8 billion people in the world. Everybody ain't got to like me. I ain't everybody cup of tea. You know what I mean? You know, I'm too strong for some. Might not be strong enough for others. It's fine. I'm cool with that. You ain't got to even fuck with me at all. Nigga, just don't disrespect me, man.
Yeah.
I'm real big on treating other people the way I want to be treated.
Me too.
And I'm also real big on treating motherfuckers the way they decide they gonna treat me.
Mm-hmm.
And it really just, I'm not here, I don't give a fuck who raps. I don't give a fuck who wants to do verses. Nigga, my life is full. I have a very full life. I mean, I'm wealthy enough. I don't chase numbers. I got enough money to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I want to go buy a house, I buy a house. I want to buy a boat, I buy a boat. I want to fly private, I fly private. I want to buy shoes, I buy shoes. I want to send my kids to school, I send them to wherever the fuck I want to send them to. I live a life that I am happy with. I ain't chasing nobody else's success. God has blessed me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need nobody else to do shit for me to be okay. You ask me a question, as a man, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck happened.
Right.
And as a man, if you don't like what I said, then you shouldn't have handled it that way.
That real shit.
And ultimately, all of the quietness that we're witnessing right now from dudes, what would have happened if that quietness was practiced at the beginning? Absolutely nothing. We wouldn't be here.
Nothing to talk about.
Nothing. There's nothing.
Well,
to
so,
see
but
here.
in that regard, there was some good promo out of this. I mean,
I don't give a fuck about that, man. I don't give a fuck about that, bro. What the fuck I need? Man, this same promo, $50,000 would have got it.
right.
I could have spent $50,000 for the same level of promo.
Well, you just said you're not chasing numbers for this
I'm
album.
not chasing it, but I'm just telling you that the amount of fucking hits and man, $50,000 would have got the same thing.
Right.
I mean, you posted something the other day about the success of your first single, right?
That real shit though, you gotta respect that. That nigga do a great job at breaking shit down. That one thing about T.I., that motherfucker smart, bro. Like that real shit. Like I said, I just seen Tony Yayo on Vlad, and he was like a nigga. Like people, like one thing about 50, this is very important. 50 think just because you did the wrong thing to come up, you diss people to come up, you care about the numbers. Motherfuckers think everybody the same way, bro. Everybody ain't grimy like you. Like y'all, you ever notice that if a person always taking advantage of people, they think motherfuckers are taking advantage of them. No, bro, you just fucking think like that. No, everybody ain't doing what your grimy ass is doing. And I don't like, I like T.I. his character, and I respect a lot of shit about him. And I feel his pain when he be saying, when you diss a person that's real, or when you lie on a man, when you lie on a person character and telling, that 50 said T.I. need him to sell a record, bro. I go through that in my personal life. I be seeing, and people will say some wrong ass shit to me that ain't true, bro. Like, I be like, dang, bro, why would they say that to me? And I realized from concluding, bro, that people really is real like haters, and motherfuckers be petty. That one thing about 50, that nigga is a hater and he is petty. People just ain't got enough balls and enough heart to just tell that nigga that. But if I was in a nigga camp or his home, I would tell him, bro, like, that hating shit and that damn being petty shit is some whole shit, bro. That's a fucking feminine trait. Being petty and being motherfucking and being petty and in your feelings and shit, and if you thinking a person worrying about you, or you thinking a person trying to use your name just because you use other people's name, nah, bro, everybody ain't like that, bro. Everybody ain't like that. And you gotta pay attention to the people that disrespect people just because they in their feelings. And he talking, the nigga had the nerve to say, keep my name out your mouth. Who the fuck even said your name, and who the fuck even brought your name up? Nobody even brought your name up. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't like that shit, because I be going through that in real life. Motherfuckers be lying. That ain't even what the fuck happened. I'm glad motherfucker clear this shit up. The nigga was asked a question. You asked me a question. As a man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That what fucking happened. Nigga ain't trying to promote no fucking record like, hey, he shut that shit down. He did with some good promo. Niggas ain't worrying about that shit. That nigga said he don't need that shit. You gotta think about it, bro. T.I. was making millions for a long ass motherfucking time. That nigga been steady like a month. 52. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they kind of like on the same level. But you see, 50, you notice 50 ain't treat T.I. like he treat Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? Because he know you fucking with a nigga on your level type shit. And the nigga got a family, nigga, son's rapping, nigga, you don't even like your son. If you watch Power and all his shows and shit, 50 makes sure the son kills the father, or the father, it always be a motherfucker killing their damn parent. And I want to say this, you gotta watch out for people that don't got a mama, don't got a daddy, they ain't come from love. Them niggas will do the dirtiest, grimiest shit in the world, bro, because they still affected by their childhood trauma. That's a fact, bro. So one thing about 50, he don't even notice that he's showing, nigga, you in your feelings, dog. As a man with all them fucking muscles and so toughy, you'll be amazed how much niggas be in their fucking feelings. And if a nigga wanna fight and he always got something to say and he be picking on people, that's a fucking feminine trait to me. If you ask me, that's some real shit.
Off this latest thing. A lot of number ones. Lot of things. So you should be proud.
Glory to God.
So let's see, you got number one on Shade 45, trending audio on Instagram, number one digital rap singles, number one global achievements was the post.
Yeah, Shazam at Urban, at Billboard.
Yeah, number one Urban Radio, just as
and number one Urban Radio.
As of yesterday, number one Urban Radio.
Well,
or as of Friday,
But first and foremost, these are numbers that you are watching, so let's be clear.
But those are different numbers.
Well, I'm not watching all of them. I'm not watching all of them.
But
I'm watching the Urban Radio joint. The other ones is like some shit that my publicist.
Well, some of these numbers I didn't even know was numbers, but I'm glad that they are. And I love the song, right? Like, I think unanimously when you put out the teaser video and it was Pharrell on production and y'all collabing and the way you sound on the record, everybody loved it.
That shit
and
perfect, bro.
I appreciate that.
So I haven't heard any negative about the song.
Yeah, that shit.
But I was just
that shit perfect as a motherfucker, boy. That shit perfect as hell, bro. That fucking song will make you break your fucking neck, boy. And if you listen to the words, it sound like top back. It sound like he added a little bit of big shit popping and little shit stop. He added a little bit of that. And he added a lot of damn of his of his hits and his catalog in that one song. You got a peak game on that. That real shit.
Out that moments like this do keep the story going.
What you mean?
Where you having a back and forth with anybody, whether it's 50 or anybody, that's the world we live in.
But the thing is, you don't need that if you already have superlative product. If the product is already being received well, you don't need that. It's already growing. It's already gone.
Yeah.
That shit was already out of here.
No.
As soon as I cut my hair, that shit was gone. I didn't need this.
Right.
I didn't cut my fucking hair. I needed it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment and the whole family concept?
No, I don't. I don't enjoy it. I do not. Simply because I've spent so much time trying to get this little nigga off the ledge.
Talking about King.
Yes. And now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching. I do not like this. No, I do not enjoy it.
Now, Domani kept us cool. Domani's always cool.
What the fuck? What universe is this? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, man, listen, man. I'm a logical, reasonable man of respect, bro. And I raise my children to be men of respect, logical, reasonable, and not to be emotional.
Right.
And when I see King, how he moving, it's emotional, and I know, and me too. You know what I'm saying? Me too. You know, you drag the matriarch of our household into
that's some real shit.
So the one thing that I am proud of out of all of this is that the women and children in our family see that it's a line I'm in.
I see.
That's here.
Right.
Against who the fuck ever. You know what I mean? And we not here to defeat. Like, I don't give a damn about beating. I ain't here to defeat. I'm here to defend.
Right.
You understand? I'm here to protect what's ours, what we built. Man, this shit is, man, I die in the street about this shit, man. This shit dead ass serious to me. This shit ain't no motherfucking game. I'm not playing.
Do you hit King when you see like him post a video? Do you immediately hit him and say anything?
I hit my forehead, bro. God damn. Like, bro, it's almost like I hate to see some shit going down, going to a direction where it's headed, but what the fuck can I do to stop it? Because I didn't send it there. I'm not the motherfucker that's directing. I ain't set the GPS, bro. The destination is the destination.
How do you turn it off though? Because you seem to have the ability to say, all right, this went too far. I'm not interested in this.
Right.
I'm going to focus another direction. How do you turn it off? And you just haven't been able to instill that part into King, maybe, or
Man, to be honest with you, bro, I said that's enough. Really, I said that's enough when I seen that damn T-shirt. I said, man, this is enough. That's it.
Oh yeah.
I said, man, chill out, bro. Chill out. Because again, I'm big on treating people the way I want to be treated.
Right.
I don't be out here just doing unto others in ways I don't want to be done. And so I don't want to see my children doing others the way, but they like, man, this is in response.
Right.
I'm like, man, but it's over with. Let it go. Let the shit go, bro.
Now, if it didn't involve your family in this way, and it was really about rap.
Man, to be honest with you, bro, I've been extremely, I've exercised restraint. You know, when I was minding my business at the Super Bowl and goddamn, and Shannon and Ocho, they asked me, and he come up with the bullshit, the motherfucking Crime Stoppers commercial. Yeah. And I am not ashamed. If I can, man, look, man, if I can find a way to motherfucking keep my motherfucking ass out of jail without sending nobody else to jail, why the fuck not? It ain't nobody who was, I was gonna keep it silent, but now since I seen this commercial, let me go ahead and rap. Let me go on and man, come on, bro. I'm talking to law-abiding citizens, reminding them that they have access to protect their communities. Law-abiding citizens do have the ability to call the fucking police.
Listen, I'm one of them.
I think we all are here.
I'm talking to law-abiding citizens.
I'm
I didn't say, hey, criminals.
Right.
Hey, if you're committing crimes, I want you to tell on other criminals. That's not what the fuck I said.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the shit with me and Falant, when the testimony that was received was in no way incriminating to anybody there. I was subpoenaed. I was out on bond. $3 million bond, by the way. Already fighting a federal case. If I'm subpoenaed, I got to go. So when I went, called it how I saw it. I said, hey man, I don't know who did it. I saw fire, I got low, we returned fire. I can't tell you this man is who did anything. I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
So to bring all that shit up when none of that shit is valid.
Right.
None of it. Oh, and 594-58019. That's my federal number. Pull it up.
He been
My
said
name,
that.
birthday, all of my motherfucking my
Court
plea
minutes.
agreement, all that shit. It's all in there.
Yeah,
It's
he
in there.
been said
The
that.
court minutes, you can pull up
See?
every goddamn time I went in court. See everything that was said. If you care enough, 594-58019. My name, birthday, that number, get you anything you want. If you care enough, go get the fucking information. Go ahead. And where's this fucking person I told on? It's been 20 fucking years already. This motherfucker ain't got
I didn't say anything.
I'm a
Tim,
terrible.
I gotta let you know.
I'm a terrible rat.
I'm not keeping track of none of this.
I'm a terrible rat, bro.
Because you know the
I
internet.
done told him and didn't get nobody no time. How the fuck does that work?
I think you know the internet's gonna make narratives, right? Like people gonna throw paperwork up. Sometimes it's fake, sometimes it's real. Tell stories that ain't real, all that. But once again, when it gets to these lyrics and these raps, what you've delivered, I feel like with let's see here,
I ain't
what was it?
lying.
Lessons.
That nigga dang
Uh,
man, boy.
you put out
He
two
said some
records.
shit.
Nah, there's been three.
Three records.
It's been three. Well, maybe four.
But you have to admit
If
this.
you include war, it's been four.
Got it.
4 records.
Yeah, simply because I make music. I don't make memes. So every time I don't have a meme to post. I'm not doing that. And if the most responsible, mature thing that I know how to do is get my ass behind that mic and talk my shit on a record. That keep me from looking at my phone, yelling, looking like King, talking crazy. You know what I mean? Every
Take
time
out and catching strays.
Man,
Yo, King.
every time
He ain't gonna go at Dad next. Here we go. He gonna have a record for you.
we've been there before. But listen, nah, that every time I see some shit and I get pissed off, I just start going through beats. And I usually just pick the first one I hear. I just go, I ain't bullshit, bro. I'm not trying to make a bop. I ain't trying to, because I got one out there already. I'm delivering a message.
Yeah.
And hope it hits the motherfucking ears I want.
But it looks like people are
T.I. ain't
positively
playing, boy. That
responding
really
to
got
get into these raps. And I have to ask you as a hip hop fan too, right? Like we're living in a time where people are dissecting lyrics, man. After you know, it felt like the Kendrick Drake thing, and people were really getting into what's being said in these records and who really has the skill to deliver, you know, cohesive thoughts and punchlines and layers and entendres and all the things. I feel like we're in that time right now.
I feel like we've always been in that time.
Now it feels like it's much more celebrated on social media now.
Man, it's always, I think social media may be the determining factor that has changed, but I think we've always been in that
So
time.
never.
We're dissecting the lyrics and hit them up.
Yeah. No, yeah.
We were dissecting the lyrics and who shot you, trying to see whether or not it was, you know what I mean? It's always been there.
So as a fan of hip hop, you're having fun right now. You got it.
I told you, no, I'm not enjoying this shit.
No.
Not this part, but you like the music. You like where the music's at in general.
I'm enjoying having the #1 record in the country.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not enjoying this shit.
And what about the other music that's out in general? Have you been messing with other music?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I fuck around, you know what I mean?
Cole, you like what Cole's doing?
I haven't heard as much of Cole as of late. I've been seeing like I like his like how he's
You're
rolling his
stupid.
project.
Oh, it's been a dope rollout.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
cross country trip.
I move around in the Honda Civic, pulling up in everybody's hood, selling shit out the trunk. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I haven't heard a lot of his records.
You haven't got into it all.
Nah.
I encourage you to listen.
Yeah, it's a double
You'll love it.
album, so it
As a
takes
hip-hop
time.
fan, you'll love it.
Okay, got it.
You'll really love it.
Wait,
There's
Tip.
a lot coming from
I
you.
want to go back. I want to go back to when you decided. Tell me about the moment that you said, I'm gonna cut my hair.
Oh, well, it was always.
And I'm going to make this music, and I want to hear about the phone call to Pharrell. I want to hear all of that.
Well, it was always that was always the that was the agenda. You know, when we start putting out music, we're gonna give fans the image that they have grown to love from T.I. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's the last ride. You don't want to give a motherfucker, okay, you got one last ride and you gonna make it different. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you, give the people what they want, man. What the people want to line up and what they want to see, give it to them. And so that was always the intention.
That makes sense.
As far as another thing I don't think people know, we live in a studio. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're recording all the time. All the
Your house.
No, not the house. We have a studio there. It's just ours. And they're in there right now. I'm sure King, Damani, Buddy Red, OMG.
Oh yeah, shout to Buddy Red. Didn't he put out a record too? He came.
I don't think that was him. I don't think that was him.
I saw Instagram. It was like
him.
Buddy Red's the oldest son.
Mm-hmm.
He's a blues artist.
Yeah.
And that might have been AI.
I
though.
think that was AI.
Okay.
How you don't know?
I don't think that was. I didn't ask him, but I know that he hadn't told me.
Right.
Like, this is the thing. We're not in cahoots in unison. Motherfuckers just doing shit.
Well, and also people forget, like,
That's
I see
crazy.
Damani, and I still think Damani's like 17. Right?
How old's the money?
The money 24.
With 2 children.
No, 25. He might be hitting 25. I think this March he'll be 25.
Crazy.
King's how old?
King 21.
We did, and so these were little kids on television.
Hell yeah.
That's so crazy.
So you forget that, like, they're not checking in with their dad before they make moves.
I also I'm conceptually trying to understand any of this because I'm only now father of a 1-year-old. All I have. I'm a 1-year-old girl right now. So we are both dads, but our lives are very different. So when he's talking about, like, I don't know what this kid is doing because these are adults. These are all, you have it's like a crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you talk to
They're
one.
my best friends now. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
so crazy.
Y'all
And you
niggas
guys are
looking
in the
like-
studio most days.
The boys look the same
some
age
version
and everything.
of a bunch of you will be in the studio together.
Yes.
So it's like, so, I mean, you and Damani chilling, you and King chilling, but y'all argue a little bit more.
Man,
Or just King likes to argue, and that's
Man, King, bro. King is he's a very passionate person. And he has a big heart.
Yeah. Has he always been this way, by the way, since he was a little boy?
Yes. Cause I told him, I told him, like, I think it started like when he was going to kindergarten. I said, hey, if you can't beat your brothers up, them little niggas at school gonna kick your ass. So I said, your brothers love you. They're not gonna do nothing to hurt you. Them niggas out there don't care about nothing about you. If you can't whoop them, you ain't gonna be able to whoop nobody. So he just started taking off on the money. I mean, for real, bro. And I thought it would stop at a point.
So you created a monster, is what you said. Yes.
Yeah.
you're responsible.
Somewhat. I'm culpable. I thought that, like, okay, he get in there and he win a fight, people see he can fight, and then leave
That's it.
alone. And then back up. I didn't know this motherfucker wanted to be fucking Bud Crawford. right. Nah, but I respect him a lot because he move on principle. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of time
That's
when
crazy.
we teach principles,
That's crazy.
you know, like for instance, when we say somebody owe you, make sure they pay you, right? If it's $1.50 or an incremental amount, there's something you can let go. It's like, okay, that's enough to keep you out of my life. I don't have to push that line with you. Nah, he pushing it. You told me, you said, I'm doing what you said. And bruh, but it ain't that serious.
But
yes, it is. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And so,
But that's part of the big heart thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because big heart, big love, also big pain.
Absolutely.
But how do you get comfortable? This is the part I'm trying to understand, like listening to you speak as a dad. At what point do you go, yeah, I wouldn't do it that way? But you're a grown, but now you're like a man, because it sounds like you're not forcing him to be a different way.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, bro, that's who he is. And that's something that I had to accept. You know what I'm saying? Because at one time, I was like that. And it just took time and experience and
luck, I'm sure, too, though.
And prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get me to a place where I understood how I got myself in certain situations. And I think for him, a lot of it has dialed down with him having his own child. Him becoming a father has kind of, it's lightened his aggression.
But in a moment like this,
well,
here we go.
It's unfortunate. It's just unfortunate, bro.
But it's also, hopefully, just the music.
It's unfortunate, bro.
Once people say certain things, you kind of have to check out, because at that point, there's nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
So I got the number one record in the country, man.
That's right.
No, so you're tired of talking about it.
Man,
It's official. You don't want to do no more interviews about this.
Man, for what?
Well, it's a new week, though. It's a new week.
And I'm on to something else.
There you go.
I dedicated a week to that shit, man. I've moved on.
I gotta say, though, and once again, I'm bringing this up as a fan of hip-hop. The response I'm seeing you get for getting in the booth and getting to raps and delivering on raps is very, very high for people I know who want raps.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're paying attention to it in that way.
Yeah, the thing is, I ain't, so one thing I've done, I think it was back in 2023, I don't have Instagram on my phone.
Good for you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't.
That's the way, bro.
Yeah. So much.
That's elevated life.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to my IG right here, it's not even on there.
Oh, I love it. You love to see it.
Okay.
So I don't really see the shit. Somebody got to send me some shit.
Got it. Well, I'm letting you know. That's been the response on the blogs.
Yeah, but also, bro, F the internet, because they're full of it. Because on one sense, yeah, they'll give Tip props for jumping in, getting in the booth, right? But they'll give J. Cole grief because he decided he wanted to get in, then get out. But as long as 50 drops a funny meme, they don't have ish to say about 50.
Nah, they talking trash about. No, they talking trash about.
Because it just seems like the internet picks and chooses.
I'm looking at everything on this one. Because I know everyone involved.
I rarely see him this much in the dark. He's
excited, bro.
Why are you so? I know. He's done talking about.
I know both of them. I know both of them on camera and off camera. Right. I'm watching. Right. And Fifth is getting flamed in his comments especially when he put up somebody's grandma. When you go and you done went and jumped from somebody's mom and then you put up Beyonce mom and people was out, they checked out. Which is why he took it down. He knew he played, he went too far. But Tip was back to these raps. You was ready to get to these raps, and there's been a thing.
That's always been Tip, though.
But there's been a thing that people have been saying for a while.
What?
Which is people out here talking shit on Instagram, saying they got problems with people and you a rapper and you're not rapping. That's the thing.
I ain't never heard of that.
That's the thing. Yeah, I see it. I see it in the comments where people are like, yo, get in the booth. I want a song.
Well,
get in the booth.
Yeah,
deliver a song.
I love the fact that people think they could just goddamn tell a motherfucker what to do. I love the fact that motherfucker can sit in there too.
Yeah. In the booth.
Get your rich ass in the mother. That shit is crazy.
That is true.
That shit crazy. Motherfuckers think they got that much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they probably do.
Well, in their mind, they bought a concert ticket, they supported an album.
Maybe they did.
Maybe
But
whatever.
in exchange for the experience.
That's right. That experience.
Exactly.
Not control over your whole
life.
life.
Not continue on, But nah, I think, man, as long as motherfuckers deal with shit, man, in a way that is sportsmanlike or in a way that's,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
a good way to
saying?
put it.
Like, bro, Say what the fuck you want to say about me. I ain't, man, I got thick skin and I know who the fuck I am. I walked in this motherfucker knowing who I am.
Right.
So it ain't really like, I don't, but how about we just leave the women and children?
There you go. There you go.
Leave the women and children.
So on this album, Kill the King.
Yeah.
What are you saying with that title?
Kill the King is really killing the ego, bro. And this is the reason I want to retire, because, you know, rap is a ego-driven sport. It's very big on I and me instead of us and we. You know what I'm saying? And as I evolve in my consciousness and elevate my mindset, I understand that peace is the greatest commodity one can have.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? If you got a bunch of money and you still don't have peace of mind, you ain't happy, you like still fucked up in the head about some shit that happened 12 years or however long ago, that money don't mean shit. You can't even enjoy it. You can't pay attention to keep it because you focused on all the wrong shit. I value peace, and that's why I'm not enjoying this shit, because it's impeding on my peace.
You said it ruined your Ramadan.
It did. Fucked up my damn Ramadan.
First day.
First fucking day.
Wait, and you're Muslim?
I am not.
Oh.
I am not.
So, hold on. Wait, you just
Just
texted.
participating.
I just participated.
You just
I got Muslim friends. I got friends that.
Wait, so now what do you love about Ramadan?
I love the discipline of it, man. Like, you know, cause for one, we could stand to eat less.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's
Yes.
the first thing.
Yes.
A bunch of the shit we eat is nonsense anyway.
Yeah.
So to abstain and just to show your body that your mind has the ability to say, no, we're not doing this for a period of time, to me, is just godly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so, and also it's camaraderie in it. You know what I mean? When you Ramadan and it's other people around you, it's Ramadan and you might run it and then you break fast at the same time, and then you go and you see, you know, a person breaking fast with you, you don't even know them. But y'all, you know, y'all fellowship, and that shit cool to me, man.
Yeah.
It's real dope. But the fasting is only one part of it. Abstaining from negative interactions, from this whole shit
No.
is the antithesis of
Ramadan.
I'm supposed to be doing.
And your commitment to hip hop. Man, your commitment to getting to these raps.
Man, my weak flesh. My flesh is weak. I'm still a man. You know, God is perfect. You know what I'm saying? I am not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's my weak flesh and my fucking ego and just me being, just caring more about the defense and protection of my household's integrity is I've said, fuck it. I catch back up with y'all.
And so in this album, Kill the King, do you tap into this killing of the ego?
Actually, I'm doing the exact opposite.
You figure if you get it all out, you're just talking shit non-stop.
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
And you hope when it's done.
Yeah, I hope by the end, you know what I'm saying, I'll be able to, you know, find myself.
How is the comedy done for the feeding of the validation and the ego? Because that's a very hands-on.
So comedy, there was nothing but peace involved in that.
Why? Because you didn't feel pressure?
Peace. I mean, bro, because I came in at the bottom and there wasn't nowhere to go but up.
And you had some rough patches in
There
there
was
too.
I had one. There was no expectation.
Listen, that was the ego. I wanted to see how you responded to that. The ego was like, I have one. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
See his ego.
I mean, you know, as far as rough patches go, you know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, Dave Chappelle get on stage and sometimes it doesn't go as well as it went. You know,
Well, first of all, comedy is hard.
It
Let's
is.
just, to all the comedians out there, anybody trying to do it, that
shit tough.
very hard.
It's tough. It's
But
tough.
And speaking of the comedy though, you gotta think about it. For him to just say, you know what, I'm gonna just try this. It's just like, I look at it as just like saying, man, you know what, I'm gonna just try to take dance classes if your ass can't dance. I'm gonna try to take skating lessons if your ass can't skate. I'm gonna try to take a foreign language. Like I'm gonna take French. I'm gonna take Spanish. Like you gotta be dedicated, and you gotta like have some heart and balls to say, you know what, I'm gonna take on a challenge and a new skill, and see what I can do. Like you, like just try it and then get in front of people and do that. Like you gotta have a lot of heart to do that, and I commend him for that, bro. Because doing something that most people are afraid of, it could be speaking. It could be that's why I told myself, fuck it, I'm gonna learn how to motherfucker speak. And if you know what you talk about and know what you're gonna say, and not even if you know what you're gonna say, just know the topic and know how you want to deliver, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Keep trying until you do it, especially if you want to do it. So for him to want to do comedy and try to do comedy, and only thing you're doing is telling the truth. It ain't like you trying to make people laugh. You just, it's a way Charleston White explained it. Like it's called satire or whatever. Basically, he just talking, and the way he talking is funny. The stories he tell is funny. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. You know what I'm saying? So trying something new is very big though. You know what I'm saying? I figure, I told my, like in your 20s, from 18 to 29, you should never stop trying new things, but really in your 20s, early 20s, try to do this. Like I wanted to try to learn defense classes. I want to try to learn Spanish. I want to try to learn how to make money on the internet. I want to try to learn how to public speak. You might want to try to learn how to drive a plane. I remember I watched a movie, I think it was 50 Shades of Grey or something like that, something close in that range. And the dude was 27, he was a billionaire. He used to fly his own plane. So think about that. Instead of getting on the plane, you can just have your little plane, fly out on a date, you and your girl, you and your kids, and you good. So that's another thing. Learn how to be a pilot. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Or learning how to cut hair. You know, be like, you know what? I got 3 boys. I want to learn how to cut hair. I ain't want to take my kids to the barbershop and cut their own hair. Boom.
You found it, you didn't find that
It's therapeutic to me.
Okay.
Because I get a chance to go up and I get a chance to talk about things that a lot of motherfuckers observed me go through, and they only saw one side. I never got a chance to speak on it and tell my take. And I get a chance to laugh through it. And you know, that lessens, like, I guess, the negative impact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, the shit with me and King, when, you know, we had this shit called it Harris family father-son bonding moment.
Yes.
Publicly at the Falcons game. You know what I'm saying? So experiencing that in the eyes of the world, me getting up there and talking about it. So the joke is, you know, listen, sometimes you gotta love on your children, especially if you raising black sons. You gotta love them. You gotta love them hard, but give your all. Because the worst thing that can happen is he can kick your ass, and then that's gonna make the household fucked up. But when you do it, if you anything like me and you my age, you utilize muscles that you ain't utilized in a while. So don't go back home with this same motherfucker, because when I got home, I was so everywhere. I couldn't move or nothing. And I had Tamika for give me the Cedrin, the Midol, or anything, please. And she said, yeah, you gotta go get your own water. So I'm walking so ahead to the kitchen, and King on the other side like, yeah, nigga, bring your ass on. We gonna stand up niggas now, yeah, now it's my turn, you know what I'm saying? So me being able to speak about shit like that on stage, it kind of makes it easier that I live this shit and through the eyes of the world, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think you're a good comedian?
I think I'm a better comedian than I was when I started.
Okay, that's good.
You
Because
know
I feel
what
like
I'm saying?
as someone who's always hit the stage and is celebrated automatically because we all love you,
Yeah.
I can't imagine how humbling it is to hit the stage and
Like,
wow, that one time when you're like,
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, so that was a learning curve. First of all, you gotta understand, just as much as I'm working on being a comedian, just as much as I'm working on my set, people are also working on not seeing me as T.I. You know what I'm saying?
that's right, yeah.
So that's something that has to be, you know, so there are 3 versions of ourselves. There's how we see ourselves, how the world sees us, and then there's who we really are. Now, rap is real heavy on how we see ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Comedy is more so tapping into how the world sees you. So I understand what the world think of me. They think that, you know, I'm a smart motherfucker from the hood who use big words. So when I get out
That
there
is correct.
and I say, you know,
By the way, with the voice, with an interesting southern twang as well.
okay.
All part of the thing.
So yeah, you know, when I get out there and say welcome to my metamorphosis, you know what I'm saying? So anybody who hear words you don't understand, just raise your hand. All my public school students, we'll get through this together. You know, that taps into a person's perception. Oh, I knew he was gonna use a big word. You know what I'm saying? And it also allows me to dive into people's perception of me. Begin to understand.
And you enjoyed
use it. It's therapeutic for me.
Yeah, you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Did Dave give you any good advice, any thoughts? Did he watch any of your sets?
Man, every comedian tells me the same thing. Stay on stage.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. This is nothing you can practice at home, and you got to stay on stage.
Are you gonna continue to do comedy?
After I get through with this.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to it.
Yeah. When I finish this,
I never saw one of your stand-ups.
For real?
Never saw one.
Okay.
It didn't hit my algorithm.
For real?
Yo,
It's all
but wait, hang on. I only heard that you got booed. I never saw it. I only heard people's feedback about your comedy. I never got to judge myself.
But see, this is the thing though. Online, okay, the worst thing, especially for me, is for a motherfucker to take a joke that I'm working on
Right.
and post it before it's perfected.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why people take cameras from people, because it's not.
Exactly. Because it's like, okay, it's almost like if you play on the radio all of the verses that didn't get perfected.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to present themselves
The roughs.
before it get, exactly. Nobody want themselves presented in that light. So that's probably why it hasn't hit your algorithm.
Because why?
Because I try to keep that shit off the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It behooves me
Yeah.
to keep that shit off the
There you
internet.
go. Comedy's hard, man.
It's so hard. Ooh.
I'm proud
But
of you
it's
for it, though.
fun, bro. It's fun, man. And not even just being on stage, just being backstage in the green room with all the comics and watching motherfuckers, you know,
Man,
put
all
their
that.
sets together, seeing, man, just touring these comedy clubs, going around, man, from fucking Tacoma, Washington to fucking motherfucking Ontario, California, DC. Man, these are great comedy towns.
When you said earlier you was 45.
Yeah.
There's some comedians that we didn't even really meet and get famous until they was in their 50s.
Like who?
Red Fox.
Mm.
Red Fox was older.
For real?
I think it's late 40s. Remember?
I mean,
Remember times different
yeah,
back
times
then.
different.
I think Red Fox.
He
when
was late 40s though.
Yeah, I think when he
Stanford
got,
son was late 40s.
he got that when he was in his late 40s.
But that was when he was done with.
Yeah, but he'd already been big on like the black comedy scene, but he hadn't made it to national TV fame.
Right, he hadn't gone like that. That's what I mean, big
Yeah.
famous.
Well, I mean, bro, to be honest with you, man, I ain't doing it for the money. I got into it knowing that the money was scarce.
Yeah.
So I ain't.
Speaking of your money, and we're talking money.
Wow, that's
Pocket
crazy, crazy.
I'm talking about the transition is wild.
That's a
Nah,
wild
transition.
Pocket watching is something I, speaking of pocket watching is something I do. Y'all had a big lawsuit y'all landed, right? Can you talk about that? I always bring this up on the
That's my
show.
wife money, man.
But it's
That's my wife money.
I don't listen. Whoever's
You know
money
that
is,
little lady
that's how-
everybody going crazy about? Yeah, that's her money.
Yeah.
But that's a real thing. Like somebody
Yeah.
trying to tell me it wasn't done, it wasn't real.
Well, it is real. They do have a right to appeal. It is, you know, the numbers fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere between 18 to 70 million. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big gap.
Even the low end of that is a lot of money, I'm being honest.
Right. You know, but get what? My life is I'm already straight.
But like I said, this was just not about your money, but specifically, but about the
We're
money.
already
Yeah,
straight.
there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
We're already
Yeah.
straight. You know, and I ain't just talking about my money. She was rich when I met her.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that was your money.
Yeah, she already straight. We good.
Y'all ever talk about scrubs? No scrubs money?
What about it?
I mean, do you ever talk about
Talk
it?
about it.
Do you ever just go, how much money
No.
you gonna make?
What am I talking about?
I just want what does that number still look like?
What do you mean?
That's between the banker and Tiny.
I can say this. My trips to the mailbox are amazing.
But by the way, that's the biggest one in the house, right?
What's that?
That's got to be the biggest
The no
check
scrubs.
in the house, the no scrubs check. From a publishing standpoint, I have to imagine.
From a publishing standpoint, well, she wasn't the prime.
Oh, but she's not. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, when I say primary, her and Candy wrote that together.
Damn, my back shit hurt. What?
Somewhere between that and Live Your Life.
Live your
Live your
life.
life.
Oh my God.
Somewhere between. I don't know. It all comes back to the
Wait,
same.
Rihanna hit you on that yodel. When she yodeled on that record, she took you to another place, my guy.
Hey man, Rihanna was very, very generous.
Yeah, man.
Very generous, and our family still thanks her to this day. You know, and
By the way, that is the craziest sounding start of a T.I. record that I never thought I had. Like, every time I still hear it,
She pulls up with the yodel. It's crazy, bro.
This is a T.I. record. What was your reaction when you first heard it?
man, when I first heard it, I think it was Just Blaze on there doing that shit. So it was way crazy then.
Wait, the demo was Blaze?
Yeah, the demo was Blaze. So it was way crazy then.
Just Blaze hit it. He's like,
That's crazy. That's a nice song.
Nah.
Okay, so how did you guys end up on Rihanna?
Man, it was a no-brainer, bro. It was a no-brainer. They said Rihanna. I said, hell yeah. And you know, at the time, I was still like house arrest type shit, so I couldn't really move around. So I couldn't go and ask myself. I couldn't, you know what I mean?
Okay.
G. Roberson kind of, you know, he kind of quarterbacked that motherfucker, and she was gracious enough to do it. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, yeah, I'm going.
So is that the second you got it done? You walk out of the studio and you go, "This is gonna be a song that takes me to different places than I've ever been before."
Absolutely.
You know it.
Without question. Even though when I got the vocals back, we were already in the middle of Whatever You Like.
Wow.
Which had already.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
See, but it's different versions of Going Crazy, right? Because Whatever You Like was gigantic, but stayed mostly urban, right?
No.
It didn't? It went all there?
All formats.
Oh, all formats. He don't watch numbers, but he remembers those numbers.
Now listen, when it comes to this radio format thing, T.I. always been on that. Like, who's playing my shit, who's not playing my shit, I need to know.
So Whatever You Like went everywhere.
Yeah.
And then Live Your Life went even bigger?
Well, so it was a very unique moment. I don't know if it's been done since then, but at the time, I don't think in hip hop it had been anyone that was number one, and then number one until their second single.
Move to the next one.
Oh, really? That's what happened?
So Live Your Life replaced Whatever You
Oh, that's crazy.
Then I had number one and number two.
Wow.
Yeah.
So on the
Man, hold up, man.
Oh.
Hey King, I'm on Ebro, Laura, and Rosenberg's show, and we were just talking about you. You have anything intelligent to say?
Oh, tell them I said what's up, man.
What's happening?
What up, King?
Yeah, what's up with it, man? Peace and positivity, man.
Love that.
Yeah.
And tell them we're not doing no new records.
Hey, man. We done moved on, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay.
You ain't working on it.
All right.
I love this. I like this vibe.
I love that for you, dog. That's a good idea. Glad you thought of it.
Yeah, man.
I can't anything pressing. Can I holler at you when I get through with this?
Nah, you can holler at me.
What my grandbaby doing?
He ain't doing nothing. He sleep. Just went to sleep.
All right. Well, I get with you. You calling could what?
It was a little kid performing. Let him know at Juicy Crab yesterday.
Is there video?
Send the video.
I'm sending.
Yo, he sounds like he's in a great space. Got the kid down for the early nap. That early nap is key.
Early nap at 10 a.m.
Oh yeah, I did see that though. I ain't gonna lie, I did think I see that.
Yeah.
But I ain't watched
You
it.
know, he has his own
I think I ran across that mug.
dwelling on the estate. So he had like what?
The separate dwellings on an estate is so wild, bro.
Yeah. Remember you was having the problems with the gate entry? Remember all of that was in the pub? Is that y'all still in the same place?
Nah, we bought a different crib. I think she sold that. That was her house, by the way.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, 16 years of marriage, you know what I'm saying? Ups and downs. Peaks and valleys.
Oh, so that was at one point her place.
Yeah, that was her.
No, hilarious. I love that.
That's one thing about having a rich wife. She don't do shit you say. She ain't gonna do shit you say at all.
I will literally get my own house right now.
Nah, exactly. Say, oh, that what you doing? Oh, you ain't answer your phone.
Damn.
Texans know for selection and lower prices.
That real shit. But most people ain't about to even get with no girl that got a lot of bread or more bread than them, but that's some real shit though. For your girl to say. Or for your girl to be like, I would want my girl to be like that. I would. She can do everything I could do for her. It ain't nothing. She can buy her own shit. She just like when I do it, or whatever. And I want to do it. But I don't got to. And she'll do it if she want to. It don't really matter. Because it all free. It all free.
And God.
That's how I look at it. And if you look at it like that, when you get afforded,
Okay.
you ain't gonna be so
I want
stressed
the
out.
house. Give me the house. Yes, the big one.
That's
Behind the gate and tell them he can't come in.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're like me. You got me. I can't go in.
Yeah, but get what? So funny as hell, right? So, and you know, it's times, so this the thing, right? It's times where, like, we'll be cool, and you know what I'm saying? And I, you know, come back in, and most people, they be cool. But the times when we ain't cool, is a motherfucker was like, nah, you ain't cool. You ain't cool. She told me you ain't cool. I'm like, bro, man, open this fucking gate, dog. Nah, shit.
That is hilarious. Her people are like, the last conversation we heard.
Exactly.
You didn't get the update. Open the gate.
The funniest shit, bro. One time, bro, man, they went over the gate. I parked the car, got out, and walked. I said, tow it! And I walked to the house. I said, man, you think you can keep me from coming to my motherfucking house? You think you?
But I thought it was her house.
You mad?
So it's kindness. It's kindness.
Hilarious.
We there. You gotta focus all you want to. You can't put me out of shit. You hear me?
So back to the I Kill the King.
Yeah.
Who's on this joint? Now all we know so far is you and Pharrell.
Yeah.
What else can you talk?
DJ Toon.
Okay.
We got,
T.I.P.
let me see. Mike Will.
Yeah.
We got Jazzy Faye.
Wow, I love that.
Who else we got, man? Weezy.
Ooh.
Okay.
We got Spider. Usher.
Okay.
That's all I can remember right now. Dro, Young Dro.
Young
I
Dro.
love that.
Now he been moving around.
Dro.
Now you as an elder statesman, an OG in Atlanta, if you will. There's been, Metro Boomin put out a tape this summer, trying to bring that feeling back. Futuristic summer.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri is, put out a project this year or 2025 that was capturing the magic, of the club scene and what magic was about.
Right.
Are you feeling like the generations, and I've asked several people from Atlanta this, the generations of the newer artists and the older artists is a collaborative effort there? It feels good? Because I'm seeing Dro collabing on a lot of things, and it feels like the cities.
I do. But I think even more so than that, what I believe is for a while now, because of the success of some sounds, I think the industry got away from regional sounds.
That's nice.
So everybody sound like they from everywhere.
Right.
And so what I think more so than generationally, I think just getting back to the sound of a place. I think that's what's being done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
motherfuckers know what Atlanta supposed to sound like, just like they know what Houston supposed to sound like, they know what LA supposed to sound like, they know what Detroit supposed to sound like.
Right.
And when everything's starting to sound the same, it
Yeah.
loses its effect.
Right.
So when you get back to the origin,
Yeah.
to what shit really supposed to be,
Sound like, yeah.
that's when people get excited, I feel.
I love that.
When you made Sorry with with 3 Stacks. That's what's going back like 13, 14 years now. So like,
yeah, it's probably one of the greatest ass whoopings I received on the ball.
Hit the button, bro, because he did it to himself. The second you ask for the verse, you know what's happening.
You played yourself. I did my thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was confident walking in. And he just kept saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, sure. I'm like, man, what the fuck? And then finally he came in and he didn't have one piece of paper. This man had stacks of paper.
He was literally 3 Stacks.
And I'm talking about this man had, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? And he just started, I'm like, man, what? I wanted to say get him out of there, but I'm like, man, that's my record. You know what I'm saying? And
but you didn't, did you recut yours after, or you let it be? You said it's gonna be as good as it's gonna be.
Yeah. I don't have that story. Cause for one, him talking about him and Big's situation, I can't top that. What the fuck I'm gonna do?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just, I left my shit where it was. That was the greatest ass whooping I ever received.
Do you think that when it comes to, I'm not talking about body of work, I'm not talking about the whole, like, everything. When it comes to just the ability to do things on a microphone in a way that nobody else could do it, do you think there's anyone better at it than Andre? Because I don't know that I think there is. I don't know if he has the best body work or not.
Better? I think there are people who are as good.
Got it.
You know,
not men. I can't imagine if they're men.
I mean, it's a rare air.
It's rare.
You know what I mean? It's definitely like Kendrick, Scarface, Jay-Z, T.I., Lil Wayne. You know what I mean?
Marshall Mathers?
M, definitely M, yes. Yeah, man.
But the air gets thin up there. It starts to get thin.
It does. J Electronica.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, it's, it's...
What is it about J Elect that you like so much?
I mean, nigga dope. Nigga just dope, bro. Like,
he's so unique, right?
And he's like, that actor, I think he was in There Will Be Blood. Yeah. So this nigga is a shoemaker.
Who?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, he works in Europe like on a regular day job and just pop out every now and then and do some Oscar-worthy shit and go back to his fucking job. That's some superlative shit. That's what J Electronica is like. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker pop out, do some shit that's better than 90% of shit that's out, and then just go back to what the...
Wandering the universe, doing J Elect things. Gallivanting the world.
It is a beautiful life, though.
No, it is an interesting life.
I just saw J Elect putting out tour dates with his dog.
I saw that.
And he was like, I'm coming to your city, and his dog, he couldn't get his dogs to be still.
That's a fucking life, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's the way I want to live, like J Electronica, Andre 3000.
Yeah.
I want to pick up a
flute,
a weird instrument.
You
know what I'm saying?
I mean, you had it
a woodwind. No, I mean,
you kind of did
I did what?
You kind of are doing walking to the beat of your own, like
comedy was that.
Comedy was your flute.
Okay,
none of us would ever have thought that
I didn't know what I didn't know what people was talking about. It was like, his comedy. I was like, his comedy? What are you talking about?
Man, it was 4 years. It's been 4 years.
I missed it.
January
and I bet you I saw your face. If I think hard enough, I think I did see your name on flyers, and I thought you was performing.
And that's what caused people to boo.
Right.
When they put me on a flyer with comedians and rappers, and I come outside, and goddamn knock.
Oh, okay.
That makes perfect sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was like, Tip performing, all right.
But that taught me, don't get on shows that offer music.
Right. That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do those. So I learned that then.
We didn't mention this yesterday, by the way. Did you you guys see that the rumor this weekend is that Jay-Z is not only a tour in place, but there's a Jay-Z album coming?
Is that the rumor?
That was the rumor this weekend. What, is not
Wait,
reliable, Laura?
time out.
You didn't see it?
Time
Yeah,
out.
Okay.
Hang on.
Many people are struggling with that.
I heard that too. Well, I seen that somewhere, but he probably do. I think him and Beyonce or something like that. But they should though. Why not? Cause you know everybody be talking and be saying his name, and it's amazing how Jay-Z don't say nothing. He don't say nothing, not one word. We don't even know what he doing. We only see him at the fucking Super Bowl and at the Grammys or some big shows or something. And only the Super Bowl. We hardly see him. We see him in pictures sometimes. But it's amazing how he don't say nothing and everybody is talking about him. 50 keep bothering that man. That's another why I feel why he keep bothering that man. So that's crazy, man. Like, but that's how you know you valuable and you worth something. If everybody keep talking about you and got your name in their mouth and you ain't even saying nothing or worrying about them and you living your life, you gotta look at it like you gotta look at that.
Last week, we knew nothing of a tour. We just knew that 2 weeks was blocked out at the Barclays Center.
That's what we heard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that is not a rumor
That's
of a
not
tour.
a tour though.
No.
That's all
like
we.
a residency.
A residency. A rumor of a
By
residency.
the way,
And it's a
it
rumor.
doesn't have his name on it.
No,
This
it's
is
not.
made up. They don't know who has the 2 weeks.
It was also a merch item, wasn't it? At the
Yes,
Super
there
Bowl,
was a
wasn't
merch.
there a merch item.
There was no, he re-released Dead Presidents.
Yeah.
They put out the single on vinyl on his website.
Right.
They announced the 25 years of
Single
Dead
one.
Presidents.
Okay, so is this an anniversary year?
Yes.
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 Because you know,
25.
old dogs like us, we like them anniversary
We got
years.
yours lined up. 23rd
Yeah,
anniversary.
yeah.
So Jay's 30.
It's
30 of Reasonable Doubt.
oh yeah, this is logical. It makes sense.
No. But all I'm saying is, we don't have confirmation.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense.
But it's a
I'm not
reasonable
saying
assumption.
for
Thank
sure.
You. A
It's
reasonable,
reasonable.
very
Well,
reasonable.
I have reasonable doubt.
You have doubt. I don't know.
Especially for the new album.
I don't know. They said that. Why are you doubting that?
Why wouldn't he though?
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
I just
I mean, Brooklyn.
no. It all makes sense.
Remember when Bleak came out?
I'm just not
You're just a
there.
pessimist.
Yeah, he's
No.
not.
I just don't want. I don't want to get my hopes up.
Remember when Bleak said on a podcast, Bleak came out at some point and said, Jay's always in the studio, I was just blah, blah,
No,
blah.
Jay,
And then he got scolded, and then Bleak was like, my bad, I didn't say anything. Something like that happened.
Because I'm sure he's always recording something, trying something,
We are
working on material.
Right.
All this is true.
Oh.
But I don't want to get my hopes up. They might do a full art installation at the Barclays Center where we walk around and look at holograms for 2 weeks.
That'd be-
And that's cool too. I'll be happy. I'll be happy. But I'm not going to go all the way to the, album and tour. Last week it was a tour we didn't know nothing about. This week we jumped all the way to album. I'm not
I
doing it.
thought it was just an anniversary
I
show.
think the
That's
album
it.
is more likely than the tour.
Mm.
But if it's 2 weeks at the Barclays, that makes sense. But as far as
Yeah, full tour.
Ain't nobody
man,
doing
fuck all that.
Yeah.
Well, can you speak to us as a rich person when you say fuck all that?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I'm not going city to city with y'all.
simply
Like, fuck all
because,
that.
bro, rich people like to sleep in our beds. We like to be in our homes and drive our own cars and do the things that we like and be on our boats.
That sounds.
You know what I'm saying?
That
That's
makes
what the
sense.
fuck we got.
I don't think Jay-Z drives
Talking
no
about,
car.
you gotta go to Toledo, Ohio today. What the
And
fuck?
Toledo, he didn't mean anything
No,
by that.
I'm
Didn't
just
mean
saying,
anything
no
by
problem
that.
with Toledo. I have no issue. No issue. I take no
We
issue.
love Toledo.
I take no issue with Toledo, but at the same time, when I go to Toledo, I'm not sleeping in my bed.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can say fucking any other place, LA or anywhere. Man, it's not gonna be in my bed. I don't get to go and open my refrigerator. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And if you don't have to, and another thing, and this is just me. I ain't speaking for Jay. Me, no matter how much you charge, right? No matter how much you charge for your show, I don't give a fuck if it's 1,000, 100,000, 1 million. It's still somebody sitting at home counting more money. They paid you to come do something so they can make money.
Say that again. Meaning
You still
whoever
working-
owned the venue, you working for somebody.
You working for somebody to promote. Why the fuck I gotta drag myself out of my fucking house and hop around, sing and dance for this motherfucker to stay home and count money.
I mean, listen, not all deals are the exact same. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce, Taylor Swift, they make a lot of money.
You think they make it more than Live Nation though?
Yeah, well, see what
That's
I'm saying?
what he's talking about.
I know, but how close is that, you think? You think?
I don't know, but
How much
I
more
can't imagine they're fronting all the money.
I think they said Taylor on the last tour, I think she made, 300 million.
And they probably made triple.
You think so?
I
I
probably.
miss, bro. No,
They
but
at least made as much.
right. Which is still a split. Why we
Get less work. You know what I'm saying?
But to Tip's point.
I'd rather stay home and call people and say, hey man, you want to come do a show? Come do a show.
But that's why the Barkley makes sense, because to your point, he has a spot in New York. He does get to be at home.
That's
He
right.
does get to be at home and do the show for 2 weeks.
That's why I said that makes sense.
Let's see. You have anything planned for the 20th anniversary of ETL?
Yeah, man. I don't know if Hannah want me to say it.
All right, well, no.
I don't know if Hannah want me to say it, but yes.
There is something in the works.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know if Hannah want me to say it. It's gonna be, let's just say, if it goes the way we think it's gonna go, it will be the biggest
Okay.
skate party
Ooh.
ever.
You just said what it is.
Well.
If.
But he added the word if.
If.
All right, how about this too? I'll let her ask you.
No, this is why.
No.
Nah, this is why they don't let you guys outside sometimes.
You'll never guess the venue. You never guess
it.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't let him talk anymore, because something else will slip out. But it's
If.
no. Tell us a fun story of Denzel from American Gangster.
A fun story.
Yeah. You got anything fun for Denzel?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you. And you know what I'm saying? This shit here, it tickled me at least. So, Frank Lucas was on set.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, during the making of the film.
And in his head, he was still the same Frank Lucas as before. He was not.
No disrespect.
No.
Things have changed.
I mean, I'm just saying he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he ruled with a much more iron fist in his time, and so watching him try to tell Denzel how to be Frank Lucas was crazy.
It's essentially an acting lesson to Denzel.
I was like, nah, let me tell you. See, look now. And then I say, well, come, and he would try, like, at first he would try to eat.
Yeah.
And then finally, and that was crazy to me. That was wild to watch.
Was that your biggest role so far? Was that American Gangster role?
Define big.
Or I mean, I guess.
We talking box office?
No, I guess who you were working with. Who you were working with? Yeah.
I mean, Takers was pretty big.
Takers was big.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have a Denzel, but you know what I'm saying? We had Paul Walker, we had Idris, Michael Ealy, Chris Brown. There was so many of us, you know what I'm saying, that showed up, and that ensemble, it was as big. Will Ferrell and fucking Kevin Hart, that was a pretty big one.
That's.
But I mean, man, bro, it was definitely my internship. That was my second movie.
Right.
So I was really just there learning. Cause for ATL, I was #1 on the call sheet. That was my first movie, and
That's crazy. You were the lead. You're the lead in the first movie, and you didn't know what the f you were doing.
I didn't. I almost got fired. Like,
Wait, why?
This is still T.I.P. day.
I
He was on rapper mode.
Yeah, you were in rap mode.
This
was after the success of like Bring 'Em Out, You Don't Know Me.
Oh, he's
And all
Okay.
that.
Gas.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I probably, man, Leo showed up, and I think he might have brought me a $10 million, $7 million check.
Oh, God.
I'm making $60,000 to do this thing.
oh, this is a favor.
They want me to show up for skate practice and all this.
It's
I
hard.
just bought a Phantom. We were 2 Phantoms in the city. It was Big Boy and mine.
Right.
And I'm driving. I'm driving this big motherfucker. I'm driving a boat and blowing good gas through the sunroof, showing up. And I was, I used to try to, like, the rest of the cast, of course, they stay in a hotel. They have a shuttle take. I used to be like, man, I come pick y'all up. I could pick y'all up, come ride with me. So we all late, pulling up late in the motherfucker. And like, bro, he gonna fire you, dog.
Well, because you're messing up the amount of money that you cost the studio to push a thing back hours. Everyone has to get paid that time.
Well, then you just got regular working people who just this
Wanna go
happens to
home.
be their job.
They gotta go over the
I
family.
gotta pick my kid up from school.
Yep.
I didn't understand any of this.
Yeah,
I didn't understand any of this. I was introduced to the reality very soon.
yeah.
And it was really on some shit like I was like, hey, some fire me. You want $65,000 back? You know what I mean?
So then by the time you do American Gangster, your second movie, and now Denzel is first on the call list, and you're a bit down.
Yes, but the thing is, now I actually get to see how number one on the call sheet conducts themselves.
Right.
And the responsibility, the leadership that comes with it.
The tone they set.
Yeah, so I was able to actually learn, and not even just, man, that set was crazy. You had the legendary Miss Ruby D, you had RZA, you had Russell Crowe, Common, you had Chiwetel Ejiofor, you had,
that was a good
man,
movie.
just so many
ATL,
bad
that was a good
motherfuckers
movie.
on set at one time. And everybody, just vibing. There wasn't no ego. Nobody was thinking they were, more than anyone else. It was just a phenomenal experience.
So I'm guessing the way that you were on those sets was night and day.
Well, absolutely. But after the first week of ATL, I kind of got it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I didn't continue on like that. It was a learning curve.
Right.
And did
Needed a week with the family.
Did you notice a different way people dealt with you when they noticed, oh, okay, this guy, he has records that I like, he's a rapper, he likes songs. Oh no, they made a movie that I like. And now did people start to maybe see you differently?
I saw a difference. ATL, yes. American Gangster, that was Denzel shit,
Right.
More so from American Gangsters, like, hey man, I was watching Denzel and I saw you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that. But where I really noticed the difference was the family hustle.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was like, when I told you, me and my old lady, we had our moments, I'd be minding my business and little old lady walk up to me, hey, take your ass home to your wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, will you mind your business, ma'am? No, you take your ass home to your wife. You know what I'm saying? So I that is the most intrusive line of fame and success.
That's interesting.
Because they were so vulnerable.
That is the most intrusive because you're in people's like homes.
Yes.
For real, like
Regular.
every day 8:30 like dinner. You know what I mean? Like you're at their fucking dinner table.
How many seasons was that?
13, 12?
No.
Shit like that.
And it's your whole family too. It's not just you.
Well, talk about and first of all, I want to thank you for giving us so much time. First of all,
Very cool.
Thank you.
Man, I came up here just for this. I ain't had shit.
oh man,
I got a
listen.
billboard. I got some billboards I gotta go. I got billboards. I don't know where they at. Where the billboards at?
Oh, we got billboards around New York. I ain't saying this.
Where the billboards at? Times Square.
Square.
Yeah, I got billboards out
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
go check on.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So, but I wanted to say first, thank you, and thank you for sharing all these great stories and just always being transparent, giving us great interviews. I
Man,
wanna say that.
thank y'all for listening because no matter how dope the shit we do is, if you motherfuckers don't listen, it doesn't matter.
Well, thank you.
So thank y'all for that.
And thank you for getting back to these raps and wanting to put music out and all that shit too, because you're a legend in the
I
game.
never got away from them.
But we wasn't getting them.
But yes, you should have been. Because I got a record I dropped not too long ago, man. Me and Kevin Gates. Bad motherfucker.
Really?
Check it out. Yeah, bad
I
motherfucker.
missed it. I missed it.
There's a lot of shit that comes out. It's just
I missed it.
Well, it's 60,000 songs a day.
It's up to 120 now.
Oh, my
the streaming era is crazy.
What the fuck?
Right.
But I will
So,
say-
but sorry, Laura, but I do want to give you space on the family hustle thing, right? Because fathering, being a parent in public with young children for 13 seasons, I would love to hear from you how much that helped in some ways. Was it cathartic? Was there therapy and things that came out of it, things you learned, was able to do different?
60-40.
Okay. 60-40 good?
60-40 bad.
60-40 bad.
Right.
I would have guessed more.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say that by 60.
Okay, why?
Well, for one, it alleviates mystery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if a motherfucker know what you're doing all the time, they ain't got no reason to show up to see what you're doing no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I will be honest with you and say, the intention of it was to show me in a different light.
Yeah.
That's after my second prison stint. And after I foolishly made a U-turn in front of a sign that says no U-turns.
Can't do it.
On Sunset, I make a U-turn. I do it every time I go back.
Do you?
Time. Yes, I just make sure my pockets are clean. but after the second prison, it was like, this nigga just a fuck up. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's just about these 2 mistakes he's made. He not serious, right? So coming out of that,
he said that too.
The goal for the show was to show me in a different light with family, balancing business, and turning my life around, so on and so forth. And so it did that like a month.
Okay.
It just did a whole bunch of other extra shit that I wasn't counting on. You know what I mean? Some of that is absolutely positive. Like, it showed my family. I never knew these motherfuckers were stars. Like Major and fucking even King, the money. I never knew that they, like, when the camera was just on them and I wasn't in the scene, how they opened up and their presentation of themselves. I got to see how they saw themselves, which as a parent, we very rarely get to see that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. This is how I want to present myself to the camera, because
when you're around your kids, they
just kind of go into who they think you see them as.
Oh yeah. That's
who they think they are supposed to be around
you. Wow.
You very rarely get a chance to see who your children really want to see themselves as. And so it did that, and I was like, wow. I never, you know what I mean? I just never really looked at them like that. And it's the greatest family photo album I could have ever asked for.
That's true too.
That's worth.
What about impact on how the kids grew up in school, etc.? Ego, being hot in school, all that stuff.
Outside of famous parents.
Yeah, already had famous parents.
Yeah.
And now they're famous on their own.
I think I have to ask them, bro. I think King, to me, because Damani pointed this out. King went to school by himself, public school. Damani and Messiah always went to school together. King, Deja, like they always went to school by themselves. So I believe there was a heightened level of envy and jealousy there that he kind of dealt with however he deals with things,
Sounded very good as of today.
Yeah. I mean, he's a great kid, dog. Like, he really is. Like, I've seen him do things, that exhibit just a great quality of character. You know what I mean? Like, even when he go too far out there, it's like, for instance, the Waffle House thing, right? So the Waffle House thing, I was always big on, hey man, stand up for yourself. Don't let nobody disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? You train people how to treat you. You have to train people how to treat you. And so he's in there, and I don't know if the dude just was upset that he had to work. And King is on fucking live Instagram, and something happened, and I guess the dude threw his order out. Well, something happened where he messed the order up, and so King said he didn't want it, so I had to throw it back. And so he said, come outside. Come on outside. We gonna get it on right now. Come on outside. I'm like, bro, you just left a $5 million house in a $250,000 car to pull up to the Waffle House expecting 5-star customer service. What the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, nah, but he threw the food at me. I say, after he made it wrong, it wasn't your food anymore.
Yeah, you could tell the motherfucker all wanted. Like, if he made your shit wrong, and I ain't gonna lie, bro, Waffle House, they make your shit perfect. That one place, boy, when you go down south, you got to hit fucking Waffle House. That shit be perfect and so damn good. Boy, I remember after the club, nigga, you eating that shit. That shit used to be so fresh and so hot and ready, nigga. That tea is so damn sweet. I gotta get a water with my shit because that shit too sweet. Man, get that 5-star breakfast, that all-star shit, man, with the hash browns well done, with that motherfucking 57 sauce. Man, that shit be busting. That shit be good as hell, so I don't know what the fuck happened. And then, one thing about it, you just tell a person that they made it wrong, and they'll usually make it right. But you can't be disrespectful.
Fuck do you care? You said don't let nobody disrespect me and do. I'm like, bro, discernment. You must use discernment. And now I think he's finding, that balance of what is and is not worth, the time, effort, and energy.
That's right.
Just hearing his voice on the phone, though, like just hearing how he interacts with you on the phone naturally in real life, like you could just hear the spirit of a good kid.
The joy to call your dad and say you heard his new single being performed by.
Did he send the video? Did he send the video of the kid performing and let him know?
I ain't even check.
But you know what I'm saying? He was happy to let dad know that just somebody was performing this song at a random spot.
Which is so funny, right? That you be hot like, it's T.I.
He got his little hat to the side, too.
Let me see.
Aww.
Little bro, let us know the only thing moving what? Send it to Rasan, we'll put it in the video.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
bro.
we gotta post that.
I love that.
Yeah, man. But I love, man, all my kids, bro. We just became, man, so much closer. Once they get through that phase, it's that phase of like 15 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because, you're a teenager, technically, like, you're too old to be considered a kid for real, but you're not old enough to be looked at as an adult, and you just kind of fighting for respect, and, you know what I mean?
And you're still trying to figure yourself out.
Right. So, once you get through those years, the rest of it, man, I can't describe it, nothing else, but it's the greatest thing that you could raise a human to hang out with. I raised a human that now, if ain't nobody I can call, man, hey shit, what you doing, man? Pull up, man, let's go in. You know what I mean? That shit is cool.
It's been beautiful to see your family grow, because we've all seen them grow. I love all your kids. And Harris is, to me, she's gonna be a Broadway star.
Man, Harris is the love of my life. I know that moment is gonna come. Like right now, she's daddy's girl, and I know that moment gonna come where she gonna turn. I know she gonna turn.
What, from being always daddy's girl?
Yeah, she gonna turn, you know what I mean? It's gonna be some little snotty nose, nappy head, little boy. But I wouldn't even say nappy head, because she into K-pop. She like,
it could be anything.
Yeah. They might share eyeshadow. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? No, but
times have changed.
I just know that it's gonna be a little boy that she gonna side with him over me. And I just gotta prepare for that, because he's gonna fuck up.
That's part of the process.
And I'll be here.
There you go. T.I., man, Kill the King. We don't have an album date though.
Not one that I'm sharing. No.
Okay. But right now we focused on Let 'Em Know.
Let them know.
And it's a new week, so we not focused on last week.
Yeah, last week, man.
There we go.
It's been a week's worth of nonsense. I'm trying to get back to, my elevation of consciousness, raising my vibrations, man, and speaking peace and positivity into the world.
I love that.
And I would enjoy maintaining this for this
Yeah,
long.
T.I., that real shit.
Everybody, please, man. I only want to exist in a positive space. I don't care what else everybody else is doing. I support whatever you're doing, as long as you ain't breaking in my house. I just want peace, prosperity, positivity for everyone, because that's what I want for myself. And I want to continue to raise my grandchildren, continue to be an example, continue to provide and protect the women and children in my family. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I want. You know what I mean?
Love that.
Y'all can have the rest of this shit.
There it is. Give it up for T.I.
Thanks, Chip.
Thanks for joining us today. Yo, and that's a show. We need an outro.
Hit it.
What
You got a beat. Let him hear it. Let him hear it. Start outro.
Yo, man, we didn't get to the super chat today because we was talking to T.I. We also didn't get to a lot of things.
No, we just got to T.I. today.
Talking to T.I.
Tomorrow is Wednesday, and we'll get to it all.
We'll have a Patreon coming later on today. Make sure you subscribe and share and do all the algorithm things and get your
Patreon's tomorrow, bro.
That's what. Wait, what's today? Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, Patreon's tomorrow.
And then it's Wednesday.
That's I got you, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Every week.
Every week.
That's what's up, man. T.I. That was dope, man. That was a good interview, man. He really broke everything down, man. He really broke everything down. But people gotta understand, he was asking certain questions. That's how that shit all started. But he already had this shit playing, like his last album. He said 25 years. That's dope. Been getting 25 years, still looking 25. I remember Nas first said, "I'm 17 in the game. Look, I've been 17 years in the game, still looking 17." I remember he said that shit. But T.I. 25 years in the game, he looked like he 25. All his sons like the same age.
T.I.
They look the same age when they 20.
Now, the following experience is not a test. The conversations and stories expressed on this podcast are meant to be an expression of purpose and truth. This show, properly entitled Expeditiously, is a free exchange of ideas and opinions. No judgment, no preconceived beliefs, no fear. You're encouraged to share your thoughts and ask any question as long as it's done with respect. And it's through true love and respect for others that we will change the world and speak truth to power, one show at a time. Now, without further ado, this is Expeditiously. I'm Tip T.I. Harris. Hey, so what's happening, man? I'm Tip Harris, the host of Expeditiously. Welcome. On this particular episode, man, we have a very special guest, very important person, a man of my own heart. Real solid dude, man, that I've been the same way ever since I met him, man. Always motivational, always uplifting, always positive. He is a best-selling author, host of a very successful podcast called $1 Million Worth of Game, and a motivational speaker. He turned 20 years of incarceration into a path to lead and motivate others. He didn't allow his surroundings to limit his growth. He told himself he wasn't in prison, he was in Princeton, and took that to heart, reading and learning as much as he could. Now, when I did my little time, I did wino time compared to him. But I told myself, I can either do this time or let this time do me. And I made sure that I took every moment I could to motivate myself and others. So I was prepared for my release, and he did the same thing. He's an author who writes from his life experiences and shares all he's learned from his hard lessons with others. He has lived experience, not theory. An entrepreneur who believes nothing can stop you but you. And a motivational speaker who shares his hardest moments to motivate others. From the streets of Philadelphia to the biggest microphones in the culture, his voice carries weight because it carries truth. No shortcuts, no excuses, just growth, consistency, and elevation. Please welcome my partner, Wallow, to Expeditions.
My brother, thank you.
What's happening, man?
I want to start off by thanking you, right? So,
For what?
years ago, I run into Tip in Boston. We in Boston, we connect for the first time, but he was already showing me love on social. I come home from prison, I'm doing my thing on social, he's showing me love. So, he gave me his number. I don't really like to call people, but one day, I think we was talking in the DM, and he said, hit me up, man. He called me, he's like, what's going on? And you might don't remember this, but I'm driving through North Philadelphia, I'm talking to you, and I'm like, He like, damn, so what you doing? I said, man, I gotta turn it up, man. I gotta turn it up some more. He told me, what you need? What you trying to do? I said, man, I gotta get the camera crew. I gotta get this, that, and the third. You said, no, you cool. You said, you just kept saying, you all right. You don't need all that. I said, damn, Tip, what you mean? I said, until he said, man, he said, listen, man, what you trying to do? I said, man, I'm just trying to build my media shit and trying to do this. This before I had a show called Where's Wallow. And so he said, listen, man, what you need all that equipment for? I said, man, because I got to turn it up. He said, you already turned it up. I said, how? He said, you on the phone with me off your phone. That's what you told me. He said, I'm on the phone with you, and I met you from using my phone. He said, Wallow, you was using your phone. That's how your message got out to the world. What you overthinking this shit? Just go ahead. So I said, damn, you right. So I hung up with you. I grabbed me a better tripod, and I started a show called Where's Wallow, where I would go and just interview people with my phone. And he one day I called him. I said, yo, man, he said, man, come down. He was doing, I think he was speaking at Morehouse this day. At the Morehouse, we went to, it was a condo downtown Atlanta somewhere. We had to get on the elevator. Nice joint. We sat there, and we just did the interview off the phone. That day, I don't even know if I had my tripod. I think I was holding the phone. I'm holding the phone because I forgot it. And he's sitting on the couch, and we kicking it. That's all we kicking it, right? And you had like an assistant, something, I don't know who was there, but we kicking it. And I used to just run around and interview people. You, Jadakiss, Charlamagne, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, all off this phone. Built a whole channel off their phone. And it was like, I always tell people this story when they come to me, be like, yo, man, I need that. I'm like,
I remember I seen Wallow and Soho.
You don't need all that shit. All you need is for real, all you need is your phone, because the phone is like a whole production. Right? And so I just want to thank you for that. Right? Man, that was major.
Man, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. You know, I want to thank you for showing me that it was real money in podcasting, because, you know, I left right when y'all got $30 million. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I got the hell on, y'all got paid. So thank you for showing me that, man.
I talked to you one time about it. On the phone, you was like, man, I said, no, it's money here, man. He was like, I don't know, I can't see it, Wallow. I said, man, don't do it. It's money. And you was one of the dudes that was here, that you sat down with some legendary people on your show, like, Tip, what the fuck?
I really got tired of doing it. I really got tired of doing it. I got tired of people, you know, like, I just feel like when we do this, we open ourselves up for other people's opinions so much. And I just got tired. I wanted to get somewhere and just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to be bothered no more. But over time, I saw what you guys were able to do with your show, and how much you contributed to the culture. And it's great to see you with your cousin.
Because.
You know what I mean? You with your cousin. Real family.
Like real cousin.
Having real family moments and showing a bond that I feel like needs to be seen by the generation and by the culture. Y'all have been an excellent representation, man, of our community. So I appreciate y'all for that. Tell me what started $1 Million Worth of Game?
See, when I was in prison, if you go back, Gil used to always do these posts when Instagram first really turned into a video. He'd be like, I'm gonna give you $1 Million Worth of Game. He used to just say it. Then he came out with an album called $1 Million Worth of Game, independent album. So he used to always say it.
Yeah, Gil is really a pimp in the pad life.
You would think so. You would think so.
He be kicking that pill.
Yeah, he got a mouthpiece on it. You know what I'm saying? So he had that. So when I came home, he always still was doing this $1 Million Worth of Game. Dudes are calling, people would call him, he'd give him the game, 2012. So one day, it was in 19, I already had the show Where's Wallow, but I said, I gotta do something like, me and Cuz always together all the time, we gotta do something together.
Right.
So I'm up early in the morning, I'm one of them researchers, I'm the dude that just be on the MacBook, 2 o'clock in the morning, reading articles on Apple News, reading articles.
Right.
Trying to catch what's turning the corner. I'm looking for the future.
Yeah.
So it said, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, I read across the article, Spotify allocate $400 million to podcasts in the first quarter of 2029. So I keep reading it over and over. I'm like, hold
2029?
2019.
Okay, got it.
So I'm like, I'm reading it over. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I said, what? So only people I knew when I thought of podcast was Joe Budden's, Tax Stone, Nori, like a couple people, right? But I was like, they got all three of them is different. They had their own lanes. Tax was in jail. I researched Combat Jack. But I said, there's nobody servicing, there's a space missing. Nobody talked to the young boys. It's like the young boys was outcast. Like people don't talk to young people.
Right.
People wasn't going to.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, they wasn't talking to young people. They wasn't going to communities. So I said, damn, we could lock this in because all the youngest we already kicking with it. The athletes, everybody kicking with us.
Right.
So we set it up. We do it. I called him, but first I had to wake him up because he was asleep. He said, nigga, what you want? Now I said, listen, bro, listen, check this out, cuz. I sent him the article. And I knew he checked because he called me back immediately. He's like, yo, what we gotta do? I got the logo done that day. Got with my trademark attorney here in Atlanta, Shay M. Lawson. I met in Atlanta. Got with her trademark. We started it was on from there. And we just started doing it.
Right.
We didn't know what we was doing. The first day we came out, in 7 hours, we was #2 under comedy, under Joe Rogan, and #4 of all categories in like 7 hours. So I was like, oh yeah, on that part, I said it's on. And then ever since that, we went to music. We was #1 on music like 6 months straight. I get a call one day, and I always try to tell the young people, like, for some reason, when you popping, people find you, get your number. So I get a call one day, we jumping. I get a call. I knew, shout out to Shaka Zulu, because I was at the What's Name Festival that summer, and I ran into Shaka Zulu at the Roots Picnic.
Right.
Shout out to the Roots, you know what I mean, Picnic, Live Nation Urban, all that, Sean G. I run into him, he like, man, you know Gilly like that's man, you know he was staying down Atlanta on time. That's like my family too. So we at the Roots Picnic. I'm like, yeah, I'm saying. He said, you know I'm over there at Spotify. Cause he went to Spotify. He was at Spotify at the time. He said, y'all need to. I said, yeah. So I'm chilling one day. I get a call. White man on the other side of the line. No, because you know it's spooky. You don't know how this shit. You hear all the stories. Somebody say, can I speak to Wild Lover? I said, yeah, this is me. I'm like, oh shit, what I do? I'm on roll like, oh shit. But I'm like, he ain't gonna ask for Wild Lover, he gonna ask for my real name. Yeah. So he's like, this is I said, who is this? This is Courtney Hope. I'm a vicious Google boy, so I got my other phone. I'm like, Courtney Hope? Who the fuck is you, man? Like, sound like a cop. So he like, yeah, I'm from Spotify. So I type him up. Go to his LinkedIn. I see, damn, this dude ran this, he ran that. Courtney Hope, he runs Spotify.
Right.
This dude that runs Spotify got my number. So I don't know shot. So he said, I said, hold on, let me call my partner. I called Gil. Put him on. I said, Gil, the man on the phone, man. The man. This is the. He said, well, who the fuck is you talking? I just listen. I plug him in. This bull Courtney Ho say, I want y'all to come to Spotify. He said, what do you want? I said, what do you want? He said, we want everything. We want to like own it. I said, own it? What you mean? We're going to take you off of YouTube. He just started talking. I said, well, listen, I don't know. He said, what do you want? So I said, let me get with my turn. I'm like, this ain't my type of talk because it scared the shit out of me. Because I'm like, is this some shit that you hear about in the movies? So I'm like, oh no, fuck that. Let me get off the phone because I don't know. So I get lawyers and then once he said that, they hit the email. That's when they start the conversation, jump in the email. The executive, the people on Spotify, we going back and forth, and then Barstool jump in the game. Once Barstool jump in the game, they wasn't playing. Barstool, Dave Portnoy and them, Erica Nardini, they wasn't playing. They shot us an offer. We turned it down. And the next thing you know, we ain't hear from them in weeks. They said, we gotta come see you guys. Cause they seen, a lot of times, it's gonna be people that understand technology. See, what we gotta understand is different ways of seeing the game. Whether it's music, films, is you got people out here that know how to measure the future of technology.
Right.
They know how to measure culture.
Right.
Barstool was measurers early because they said, if y'all right here, with these plugins, y'all gonna be right here. I know y'all gonna go. They said, y'all, we gotta get in this. We can't let y'all go. So they came down to Philly. We went to dinner. It took like 5 minutes. The deal was done. Shook their hand. They cut us a nice check for the first deal for 36 months licensing deal.
Good.
Whereas though we own everything you ever seen, everything you ever seen in $1 million worth gave 50%. Gilly 50% Wallow. We own every episode, everything you ever seen, everything.
Right on.
So
that's crazy.
This is your reminder to.
Yeah, that's the good thing about podcasts. They tell their story and they give us young people and us people that want to make it and want to make some money too. They give us the blueprint on how they got what they got. Like, I think that's better than rap because rap is, you know what I'm saying, making young people do the wrong thing, but this podcast space, it teaching you on what to do and also telling you what to do, and they telling their story from the start on how they started, because as young as growing up, when we watch entertainment, we always listen and be entertained. But as you get older, as a teenager, you want to know how the fuck y'all making that goddamn money. What y'all doing to get the money? How you started? What age you started? What I need to do? So now, in this day and age, in this time, podcast is giving you the opportunity to know the whoever is speaking, they start. It'll tell you they start, how they started. So it's
by the time we 2 years into that deal, 2.5 years
so
into the deal, a Bentwood jump because it's ready to expire.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Sean G from Live Nation. That's one of my OGs from
for
Philly. Sean take us the
he the head of
Live Nation Urban.
Yeah.
He take us. Sean say, come on. He take us in this Spotify, LA. He take us into Amazon Music. Steve Boom and them over there.
Right.
I can't forget my guy. What's my guy name that be over there that used to work at Amazon Music?
Don't give me the line. I ain't been in music.
He be with Kendrick and all them. Damn, he'd kill me, but I'm gonna get his name. But like, they take us over there and they like, we got something for y'all. I'm like, all right, cool. So they say we got, we tell me 8 figures. So I say, all right, we go back to Barstool. Probably 3 minutes. I told Erica Nardini at the time, she was the CEO. She said, oh, no, we gonna give you $5 million more. We let's do it right here, Wallow. I shook her hand back. We be done. We give shook her hand. We ain't gotta keep doing this because we already at a place that's familiar, whereas though it ain't all these extra deliverables.
Yeah.
It's like y'all be y'all.
Right.
We gonna go ahead and monetize it based off of the sales, and we gonna do it from there.
Man, I'm a
damn, that's special.
I guess
nice.
An example. I should say, I've had the experience to where it's been shown to me that when you have somewhere that knows you, you've been successful together, you grew together, they have a different level of appreciation for what your brand means, and sometimes it seems like leaving there will make you more successful and open up better doors for you, but sometimes, most of the time, it best to just chill where you at. You know what I mean?
And it's a loyalty play with me because I'm big on me personally. Like, I know everybody do their thing differently. Salute to everybody, but I'm big on having good partners.
Right.
I love great partners because, especially when it's mutually beneficial, and we both walk away good. Because good partners, what they do is they bring relationships that you might can't get yourself.
Right.
And sometimes success itself don't always get the relationships.
Right.
Relationships get the relationships. And a lot of times inside of them partnerships is information. It's not about the money. It's information that one sit down and one paragraph of information can change your whole outlook on this shit.
Right.
And can open up the door. And I think a lot of times people look at the money, people look at independence, people look at different things, and it's like, all right, like I told this one year where he was like, man, I'm keeping it independent. I got 100%. I said, you got 100%, but you don't know how to monetize it. You don't have no infrastructure.
Right.
You don't have no team. Why you ain't just go get with the system, get the team, get you a nice term to where as though you're able to walk away one day, but you was able to build the infrastructure with their resources, their relationships, and their audience. Because this shit really a lot of times is about OPA, other people audiences.
Right.
So when you get with a machine, sometimes you're able to tap into
OPA,
all
other people
their relationship, all their audiences, and then one day you will walk away and have a real business.
Right.
Not no hustle.
Assets.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it's a thought of
assets.
Yeah, a lot of people just.
I mean, man. Now, you was in prison for 20 years. From how old were you when you went in?
17 to 37.
17 to 37. When a person go to prison that young, especially during that kind of time, you got 2 different paths you can go down. You can either you can be a fucking a road warrior where you get with the Thundercats, you know what I mean? Or you can be conscious, elevate your personal growth. What made you take the path of elevation and like evolution of consciousness?
I was scared too. So no, I'm just being straight up. I'm just.
Hey, man, that's minor shit, bro.
No. Listen. So, Tip, when you go to prison, you scared.
Yeah.
The greatest way to make it through there is stay out of dumb shit and get your head in some books and educate it.
That's real.
You know, so it's like I'm in there. I'm like, okay. One thing, you know, the myth of prison is like from seeing the TV that somebody just gonna magically fuck with you to fuck with you.
Right. Yeah. No.
The only way they gonna fuck with you if you're around the wrong crew, if you want some dumb shit off you, you do some dumb shit.
How you carry yourself will be a representation of what comes to you.
So me, I'm like, man.
I remember when I first understood that. I'm so glad I understood that because my mama had my motherfucking ass brainwashed like a motherfucker. That shit's so true what he said about the myth of prison, bro. You think motherfuckers just gonna fuck? No, nigga, it ain't like that. And then I heard Project Pat say wolves don't bother wolves. Hell no, they prey on the weak. If a person wanna bother you, that mean he think his ass can beat you. That mean he think you weak. So, you know what I'm saying? That's your fault. You know what I'm saying? It on you. But I mean, when I first understood that, the way you carry yourself, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be fuck with the wrong shit, or like he said, you gotta do something for it to be a problem. Like, I'm glad I learned that, and I remember when I first learned that, like probably as a teenager though, and then like out of school type, you really understood that. But growing up, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, man. Mother had you brainwashed. But when you get in high school and start learning about the truth, I wanted to seek the truth and know the truth and knows what's what and how can I overcome my fears and how can I strengthen my strengths and how can I strengthen my weaknesses and learn my weaknesses and work on my weaknesses. Once you get all that down pat as a young man early in the game, you'll move confidently different. You'll move how you want to move, you know what I'm saying, once you figure out what you're trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? And that was one thing I wanted to fucking know. And I'm glad he stamped that. Like, I'm really glad that he said that, because that's so true.
It's definitely joint because I'm 17. He certified me as an adult. See, in Pennsylvania, that's how they do you. And then you got to do it day on the day. Yeah. So it's like, I'm scared to death. I'm like, shit, I got to stay away from all dumb shit in here.
Right.
Motherfuckers walking around with knives longer than a elephant's trunk. I'm like, man, I don't want to get none of that. I see people get stabbed, hit in the head. I'm like, I'm just going to be this good in my cell, reading my books, minding my business, going to the library, hollering at the old heads. Because one thing about prison is like this. Prison got some of the greatest professors in the world.
This is true.
Because you got some OGs in prison that's never coming back, that's not going to let you sit in their face and not educate yourself and go out there and be something.
And they gonna pass down that information,
yes,
that knowledge that they have.
Yes.
And they ain't got nobody else to pass it to.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying? They have to give it to you. You know what I mean? They feel like that's their purpose in life, to give you that, you that game.
And that was my thing. My thing was like this, Tip. My thing was like, man,
that's a fact.
I'm getting all this knowledge because
I'm glad my grandma and her kids gave me the game. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel responsible and feel obligated to give you the truth and tell you about life and how to move as a young man. Even though you're a young boy, that you can understand what I'm saying, you hear me, and then you can play it back in your mind, and you know what I'm saying, later on in life, but at least you will know, and at least I taught you, you know what I'm saying, so you can learn and then try to fathom it years later, because a lot of stuff I learned as a young kid, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, it ain't really processed and make sense until I was in my 20s. I get to see it in fruition. I remember my grandma taught me one day, people would look at right as wrong and wrong as right, and you seeing that in today's world. So just a few things she taught me. It take you a while to kind of understand what it means, but they tell you so you can know.
And it's not just in prison, on the streets. For those that's watching,
and the older
some of the greatest teachers you're gonna get.
Damn, I think I cut the TV off. Damn, I fucked up. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, it's good to get the game as a young man from the old heads.
One bag, infinite possibilities. Kate Spade.
Wallow. I forgot he be motivational speaker. He be knowing a lot of sauce. And he always just share what he know. You know what I'm saying? Even though him and what's he call it, cousins, they still be giving
Is older people, especially successful ones. You sit down, you can be around them all day. They gonna tell you everything because they ain't got nobody to talk to a lot of times.
When the student is ready, the teacher will teach.
They gonna teach. So I was in there on that time, and I was like, and I seen the dumb shit was going on. I seen dudes getting high. I seen dudes going crazy because they on psychotropic medications to try to escape the bit. And I was like, man, I ain't doing that shit. I never did a drug or drunk, so I'm like, I ain't doing no drugs. I wasn't trying to hustle. I was in the kitchen, so I'm selling shit out the kitchen. That was my hustle.
Yeah.
But I wasn't getting in the drug game, or I wasn't. Listen,
You weren't gambling, no shit like that.
I think a lot of
playing
people.
tickets.
No, I paid tickets, but that's different. Tickets is different. I didn't play. Listen, and
How many times you hit?
probably like twice.
20 years worth of tickets.
I played it twice because I was an over and under dude, so I played. You know, you got a big 4 overs and numbers, and I always like to pick
All
overs.
that shit they doing right now with pride.
They been doing that shit 30 years ago, man. The penitentiary.
That shit been in the
They
penitentiary
had the tickets.
forever.
You get the ticket, you circle up.
Yeah.
So the whole twist is like, you know, I was one of them dudes that was like, I seen a dude get hit in his head about the spades. To this day, I don't know how to play spades, man.
What?
I said, I don't never want to learn how to play spades. Fuck that.
Hey, hit a nigga in the head with the
Yeah, man, he hit a dude in
with
the
the
head.
blade.
No, he hit a head with a lock and a sock. And
Oh, yeah,
it was like, I was like, oh man, that game ain't that important to me. So I never
Me and
learned.
my old lady serious about this shit.
That spade shit ain't no
Yeah,
joke.
that's it.
And that's why everybody be like, hey, you was in jail, you know how to play spades. I said, I never learned. It wasn't worth it.
So you ain't play nothing in jail?
No, I
Chess?
played checkers.
Checkers?
No, hold on, let me explain something to you. The old head's got the big master board of checkers.
What you
Where
mean
it's like,
master board?
that joint, it ain't the regular size, it's like bigger. And you got a bunch of pieces and you jump backwards and forward. Like, is it crazy? Once you get a double king, it's a crazy game. So I used to play with the old heads with that, because they old heads. They not young boys.
So you ain't get into the chess. You ain't get the chess.
No, I ain't even getting into that either. They get rough about that too.
For real?
So I said, fuck all that, man. I'm not doing
I
that.
read the poker table.
Poker, that's money. That's a gamble. You was gambling.
Yeah.
That's the big gambling table.
That how I passed my time.
The gambling, that's
That how I passed my
gambling.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost, man. I lost a whole bunch of days just sitting at the poker table.
Yeah, they be there from
From the time they pop that lock,
Yeah.
lay my blanket on the table, get my
You up.
That's how I did my time. Okay, so you go in there and you educate yourself. Did you have in mind what you wanted to do when you got out?
No, see, I just knew I wasn't coming back to jail. I had a lot of stuff, but one thing that really, where I got a lot of game from was Anthony Bourdain. I was in jail watching Parts Unknown, No Reservations in a layover. And I seen Anthony Bourdain, and that was the first time I ever got on a plane in my life was with Anthony Bourdain. I was watching, I was like, this dude, and I'm like, this dude used to shoot dope. I mean, he used to be on Hammer. He got his life together, was a chef, New York Times bestseller, and he just went around the world. So I just sit there and watch his shows religiously, and I was like, hold up.
If he can do it, I can do
Like,
it.
it's a big ass world out there? Because I go down before the phone.
Right.
So you gotta think about it.
What year you went down?
1996. So you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. Before the phone, everything was prehistoric. So when you go into prison, you only know from the day you went.
Yeah.
So it's like the fact that I'm looking at this, I'm like, what? This dude all over the world, man. We could go all over the world.
Yeah.
And then when dudes come into prison, and I'm getting new game, because I used to have this thing called the Book of Life where I write anything down. Like when people come to jail, I will interrogate about the free world. Like, what's going on? So when dudes telling me, yeah, man, I went to here, I said, how you do that? How did you get on the plane? Man, credit card, man. I got the credit card. You got a credit card. So I'm just writing anything down so I can research when I get out. Because I'm like, I'm trying to learn about life. Yeah, I still got a book of life. They seen that. I seen on Instagram. Everybody know about the BOL. Yeah, everything is in there. I wrote everything down.
Yeah.
So it was like, I would ask people questions, and I used to be amazed because it was like everybody coming in talking about the street shit. I was like, I know every street story already. I know every street lie.
Yeah.
I heard every tough dude story. I heard every money getting story. I know you had, all right, man, I know you had a purple Bentley helicopter out there, man. All right, cool. You had all the money. You had all the drug money. Fuck it. I heard all them
But
joints.
you got a public defender.
Yeah, you know the boss. I mean,
Yeah, and all
so-
the money got a public defender.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I knew that. So I'm just like, that information was the most important thing that I learned from Anthony Bourdain was that the hood lack exposure. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
see outside of the hood, so we
Steve
don't
Harvey
see
say
the
that real good.
possibilities
Steve
of
Harvey
who
say once you
become. So I'm looking at
open your mind, and he was like, once you fly first class, I ain't never flew first class, but I be at close enough at the front. But I told myself I'm gonna damn fly one day first class. But that nigga, he said once you expand your mind and see something. Once I saw that when you come to New York, the clothes is the amount of a car. Once I saw that as a kid and the amount of that shocked my mind. Once I saw like how much a car costs, like damn, that's a house. Once I came to New York and seen certain stuff, man, it's beautiful. Once you see like certain stuff you ain't never seen, and like when we was young watching movies, like I always was inspired by movies and by like the rappers and entertainers because they got millions and they got more than enough to just live better. Like even watching Mr. D's as a kid, Adam Sandler and Home Alone and shit. Like, man, that shit crazy. So it inspired you to get some money. So I know what it mean. I know what he mean by expanding your mind and just seeing stuff. Cause if you just, it like the first time I went across seas and went to foreign country and you see the water is so clear, it's the same color as the sky and the water the same color. You can see your whole body, and that's amazing. You can dive in and go deep as you wanna. Man, it's crazy. So it's something. You gotta think about that. You know what I'm saying? And then it make you wanna just go to another foreign country, go to another foreign country, go to another foreign country.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, when I get home, it's on. I said, when I go home, I'm going everywhere I can go, man. Bus, train. And one of the places that I wanted to come so bad was Atlanta, because I said, I'm gonna tell you why. Every show that I watched in jail, after it went off, it was shot in Atlanta. It was shot in basically down Georgia, because the Georgia Peach come up. Every credit. So I'm like, it's popping down there. I'm looking at the reality shows and all that shit. And I'm gonna tell you, man. When the first chance I get, shout out to my brother Saif, for my brother from another mother. He was living down here, Alpharetta, Georgia. So my homegirl Nadia was from Philly. She was living down here too. So she came through up Philly one time to do some hair. She came through the block. She's like, wow, come down to Atlanta. I was selling these shirts called There's Always Money in Philadelphia. He's like, get some done and say Atlanta. I said, all right, cool. So I said, I'm gonna come down there. 2 weeks later, we drive from Philly to Atlanta, and I was on Peter Street, right there next to, she had a store, a consignment store right next to Pee-wee Longway Studio on Peter Street. Peter Street was jumping. 2017. That shit was jumping.
That shit was like bills.
Listen, it was everything. They had the restaurants down there. This before 2 Chainz even had this restaurant. It was a cigar shop right next to a joint. It was his, it was popping, right?
Talking about like 255.
Pizza stores, Coleman lines. It was jumping. So listen, I'm down there. I'm like this, and I'm like, I never forget. I was writing my old celly a letter on Peter Street, and I was just describing this shit. I was like, yo, man. And right across.
Hey, hold on, so you was still writing your celly?
Yeah, my celly chair.
You still keep?
No, I deal with him through the what's now. I paid his lawyer. He ready to come home.
Okay.
He ready to get out of jail. I paid the lawyer nice. So he's on his way home.
That's
as we
solid,
speak.
bro.
As we speak, he's on his way home. As he speak, I paid about like $45,000 for him and his brother. They sell me. They come home.
Both of them coming home?
Both of them come home. They was on the same case.
What got them out?
This lawyer paying the lawyer.
So wait a minute. So you saying they just been sitting there just because they didn't have enough money to
No, they was already in the court system filing their shit, but they had a court appointed attorney. Yeah. So I came and got the real. When she told me I came and got the real boss.
So is it some loophole shit?
It's like loophole shit. Like, you know, they wasn't tried correctly.
Right.
See what I mean?
Right.
I don't, you know, with the crime, I ain't really getting into that, but it's like they wasn't tried correctly. But whatever the case may be, I'm on Peter Street, sitting there, is jumping. People running, and I wrote him, and I was describing that shit, because right across the street, it was like VH1 studio or something. I just see a bunch of people from the reality show going there.
Right.
So I'm telling like, yo, man, you remember Homegirl? I just took a picture with her, I see you. Because I'm like, you know, I'm just, the thing that was about me is that I never lost my imagination, and I never became cool in prison. I never killed the fan in me, meaning I didn't think I was too big for the program as a fan. So when I seen somebody, I gave them their props and I saluted them, and I need to take a picture. Like, come on, I gotta send this back up. So I'm standing there, and one of the dudes that came by, our man Carvin come through. Carvin 15, he pulled up on me because he knew Gil. He bought and he buying the shirts for me, and it was crazy because he was the first one to buy a shirt and just give me conversation. He brought a couple people through. He drove me around a couple places. I'm like, damn, man. And me and him became tight because that day that he supported me, he was like, damn, this dude, and he just showed me different things in LA. He's like, no, go here. And one time he took me to, he had took me to Lennox, right? And when he took me to Lennox, I was like, I couldn't believe that shit. He said, man, come on, we out. I said, no.
What was so unbelievable about Lennox to you?
She was too big.
I never forget, I had my tea, I stood out front of Lennox. Because when I came out of Lennox, I seen black people going to cars, but I'm like, is that valet? Like, that's dude car? This was the first time I seen black success on a whole nother level in my life. Because I come from a city where it's poverty stricken. You know, the East Coast, you know, Philly is poverty. So I'm like, hold up, another person get, what? I'm like, so I'm standing there and I'm just like, I can't, I'm just so lost to see this much success. People coming out of these shopping, they got money. I'm like, where the fuck is all these cars coming from? Is these cars plated? Like, is this shit hot?
Both of them stole.
Listen,
they flipped.
I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, like, Atlanta, in 2017, Atlanta was different than what it is now. It was totally different. That was before the influx of people came down here. It was just, it was a beautiful place. People getting money. I'm saying people telling people, damn, that's some nice sneaks you got. I'm like, hold up. People talk, what the fuck is going on? I'm a little lost because the hospitality, the mannerism, the respect, just showing people love. That wasn't, so I'm just.
But you from the city of brotherly love.
That's the name. So it's like, that's the name. It's a good people there, but it's like shit happened. But it was like, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, this shit is unbelievable. It was so motivational, and I needed to see that because what Atlanta did for me is what a lot of people need, and they don't get a chance to see when they come home.
What's that?
Atlanta washed my eyes.
Washed your eyes.
When I came home and I was back in Philly, it was foggy. Because poverty made it foggy.
Right.
But when I came in here, it was a splash to say, look at this, all this is possible. Everything is possible. So I was like, it's on. So every time I came back, I used to be down Atlanta, like,
man,
just soaking it up.
Listening to you talk, man, it just makes me realize certain shit. Like, one, you paid $45,000 for somebody to have a lawyer and be able to free themselves from bondage after being locked up. How long they been in there?
Chip been locked up about he probably been down like anywhere from 14 to 16 years. Him and his brother.
Okay, so just imagine how many people who could come home if they just could afford the attorneys to do the work, file the papers, and just get them in front of somebody who can see it and see that there's been a travesty of justice. That there's been a mistake made. That shit, this shit is mind-boggling.
Because I think me and this dude used to share food. So it was like, and he used to be, what was so crazy about Chip, what I love about Chip is that Chip was, I never forget when he came to the cell, he was like, because we had the MP3 players, he was like, yo, you gotta hear this Joan, man, this boy. Because I used to talk to people in the yard and be, just talking to people. He the first dude to ever let me hear Les Brown. Because Jeezy came out with an album and he had the song, When My, and he had Les Brown on there. He was like, wow, man, that's how you be talking. I was like, damn. So I didn't even know the possibility that it was people like Les. So once I heard that, I went on the tab and got anything that Les was talking, and I was like, damn, he like, you do be talking to people, so, but you talking a hood joint where it's more receptive from us. So that was why I really started on Instagram going in. Speaking more, you know, when I first came home from prison. But Chip
was like that.
Yes, Chip was the one that showed me it. So, and Chip was always like, man, you won't go out there. And I used to tell Chip all type of crazy shit that I wanted to do. He'd be like, I know you want to do it, homie. He was one of them dudes.
Now, what made you? Because I remember, because that when I found, you know, became aware you was on Instagram. When you have you be in the hood, and you have the camera like following, and then you just walk up talking. And you know what I mean, about 30, 45 seconds, give some game, and then you say it's just like that, and then walk off. So that's a style of direction. What led to that?
I knew I needed a tagline, and I knew I needed to battle with the attention. Because a lot of times you ain't just see me that, you see me running to it.
Right.
You might see me on the
I
ground.
seen you do push-ups in the rain.
You see all that shit because I did it in Atlanta. Because what happened was, this whole thing is about, when I was in jail, I studied commercials and I studied marketing, and I realized that most of commercials is made for marketing agencies. Because I used to love commercials. My son used to be like, why you always watching commercials? I'm like, no, hold up. Why they got Mary J playing in this joint? He's targeting the African American community. Because that same joint on the Spanish channel, they got that same commercial, but it's somebody in Spanish. Oh, okay. So who done that? Why that Big Mac look like that? My Big Mac never looked like that in life. Oh, that's an ad agency that they paid to do this commercial.
Right.
I read a book called Damn Good Advice by George Lois. George Lois, one of the greatest ad men in the history of life. They did this TV show Mad Men about him. This dude did Muhammad Ali ads with Muhammad Ali like this with the arrows on. George Lois did. So I just started studying marketing, and at that moment in jail, I realized you got God, then you got marketing. Marketing come before family. The reason marketing come before family because you got God and then you got marketing. Marketing is everything that somebody told you in your life, what you believe, how you eat, your religion. It was marketed to you by somebody. So I realized, oh shit, I'm gonna be a marketer. Marketers dictate everything. The marketing, like, you understand, more money is spent on marketing than anything.
Right.
Like, marketing is how you find out everything, is how you know everything. It was marketed to you based off of the community you from.
People don't even understand. That's why people getting paid off streams. That's where the podcast money come from.
Marketing.
That where the motherfucker who doing the streaming, the shit on Kick.
Yeah, kicking it, Twitch and all that kind, all of
all that shit is because of ads.
Yup, ad dollars.
You know what I mean?
YouTube, ad dollars.
Yeah.
Commercials. And when I came in the game early in the podcast, I used to tell you, because dudes were like, why they got the ads on? I don't like the ads on.
Nigga, that's the money.
Bro, for the commercial, we watch ads our whole life. When we watch the Cosbys, when we watch Days of Our Lives, with General Hospital.
We didn't get none of the money.
No, you had to watch the ads.
Right.
And so it was like, you learn that, and then reading up at the same time, understanding legendary people like Byron Allen and what he did. Shout out to him. He just knocked McDonald's in the head.
Knocked them for some bees.
Yeah, because they was playing with the advertising money when it was concerning black content.
Right.
And he went in there and handled his business. And shout out to Charlemagne. Charlemagne put me on the phone with Byron, and Byron told me this. He said, "Wallow." He said, "You got everything that you need right now." He said, "There's trillions of dollars out there looking for a home." He said, "The content, Charlemagne called him one time. Was like, I gotta talk to Byron. We talk. He's like, the content that you got, the team that you got, the lack of, you don't need a big overhead." He said, "Listen, I want you to take your content. You already own the IP, and I want you to place it. I want you to park your content everywhere with different companies like the NFL." He said, because what that's going to do, that's going to make everybody else want to deal with you.
Right.
He said, you notice how the NFL is everywhere, they got a bunch of logos, they park. He said, as long as you do that and continue to grow your stuff, you're going to be cool. Don't worry about nothing. Trillions of dollars looking for a home. You're going to be all right. So it was like understanding what Byron doing, understanding ads is everything. This is not, you don't have a show if you don't have no advertising. Where's the money coming from?
Right.
Like, where's the brand deals?
Well, that's a subscription.
You get subscription
like
too.
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. You can get that, but still, it can be ads still, because it's like this. This how it go. It's like you got your podcast expeditiously. You got that, but then you also got Tip Harris. So it's like, okay, we got brand deals for this. If I'm looking at your podcast, I'm saying, okay, you got a microphone deal, you got a condom deal, or a men enhancement deal. You got a sports betting deal. You got a motor vehicle deal. There's so many deals that you got within this podcast space, and then you got the activation. So you might do a deal with you might advertise for Live Nation Urban, but like, listen, I'm gonna do a deal where y'all gonna be official sponsor, or United Master might be a special sponsor, because you might be doing, and you always say, all right, the deal gonna be
very similar to my 25% lawyer, and that's how I actually got back in it, because somebody just approached me. And,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Wanted me to represent their personal injury law firm, and and that's what introduced me back into Expedition.
Law firms, all that type of stuff. So it's like there's so many different ways to get this paper. I just think people just gotta sit back and look at it.
Right.
Everything that you could think of, everybody is looking for marketing. You just gotta find the best partners that make sense for your direction. And that's how this shit go.
Now we talked a lot about, you know, about your time away, but I ain't never asked you what was your charge? What you got?
2 robberies, 2 firearm violations.
Huh?
2 robberies and 2 firearm violations. I had 2 gun charges and 2 robberies.
I mean, what like in one weekend?
No, 2 different. I could court 2 different cases.
Okay, got it.
So I
So
court
you
2
was a
different
bond
cases.
for one, then you
court 2 different cases. Went to jail for a little bit, did some time, they let me out. I went back because I courted the same case. And in Pennsylvania, they don't fuck around by no guns. Robberies damn near worse than murder.
Damn. How much time they gave you?
19 and a half to 52 years.
19 and a half to 52? How the fuck you get a gap like that?
So what happened is,
damn, wow.
That was the first charge?
no, that was like I was getting locked up my whole juvenile life. So so they charged, once they charged me to dealt, that shit don't matter. So they like, you got felonies, you's a dickhead, you gotta be a adult. You know right from wrong, you're a dickhead, period. So I'm like, all right, you right. So like that's why I wasn't mad in jail, because I didn't go to jail because of the system, the white man. I went to jail because I did some dumb shit.
Your bad decisions, yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So I was
accountability will take you further than
man, I wasn't mad in jail, dude. Some of the OGs were like, you the happiest nigga in jail, man. I used to be there laughing, joking all the time, talking shit, because I knew that I wasn't in a position to be mad at nobody but me, and plus I was going home someday. One day in Doozy, I got 40, 50 years and ain't going home, so it was like, but what happened is, in Pennsylvania, you got a minimum and you got a maximum. The minimum is you got to do 19 and a half years first to get home, and then you got to walk the rest of it off to 50, 30. So it's like, at the end of the day, when I came home...
So really 50 is really more like 52 years, do 19 and a half.
Yeah, to get home, but you could do 52.
If you go
they don't gotta let you go.
Yeah.
So parole is a privilege, it's not a guarantee. So I come home, I'm on parole. I do, I'm home for like 7, 8 years. I go and see the pardon board, they let me off. Because I was supposed to be on parole to 2048, October 29, 2048.
Hey.
But who gonna fucking do all that time? God damn. Well, out here in the free world.
That shit is unheard of.
Yeah, but shout out to Governor Josh Shapiro. Let me off, he gave me a pardon, so, you know.
Damn. I mean, man, you said the scariest time of your life was when you got out of prison.
The day I had to leave prison, I was scared to death. Listen.
Damn.
Now, prison is a scary place, but for the first time in my life, walking out of prison, I had to fulfill promises that I made to my mom, my niece, my little brother, my grandma, because I'm on the phone through the vid telling them I changed.
Right.
I'm this person, but I never been that person before. It's cool. I never been that person in my life.
Right.
So now I'm going through. So now I'm walking out of prison, and I gotta be somebody that I never been under temptations that I never dealt with.
Right.
So how the fuck I gotta go back down the hood? I gotta go back down the way, and how I'm gonna be this person? So I'm scared to death. Say mine being real.
Damn.
Cause I never was that person before, and I told Nanny, and my whole success to me, like one of my youngest asked me the other day, when did you know you was successful? I said, the day, and it wasn't long that I was home, but the day that I made it to the newspaper, and my grandma didn't even know what I was doing, your Instagram stuff, she didn't even know what I was doing, but somebody told her I was in the newspaper, she thought I'd done some shit, and she found it, and she got the paper, and she was so happy, because I always thought that I wasn't gonna make it out. Nanny used to always be like, boy, I'm gonna leave something for you. I ain't gonna be here when you get back. Cause I never told grandma how much time I got. I told her I'd be home next year.
Damn.
But the whole time, I ain't know when I was home, she told me something. So you thought I ain't know how much time you had? I said, Nanny, you ain't never say nothing. That's why I said next year. She's like, she really didn't think she was gonna make it. So my only thing I ever wanted to do, I was like, damn, my whole life was based upon Nanny seeing me do good one time.
Right.
Because Nanny was always the one to be like, still running around them boys, huh? She said, Wallace, you don't understand why you always wind up in jail? You know you're not a criminal. You don't know what you're doing, right?
My mama told me the same thing.
She said, you always calling me from jail. Why you don't calling them niggas? I'm like, Nanny, anybody gonna do that? Ain't got nothing. So Nanny When that day she seen I was doing, because she used to see me leaving the house every morning. But I'm leaving the house every morning because I'm like, she's like, where's this nigga going at 5 in the morning? I'm going out there, do my videos that y'all seen, put my tripod up, and get out the house. Cause I'm like, I'm living with my grandma, I just came home at 37. I can't be laying up in your house, Nanny. You know me, I'm used to doing something. I gotta make some moves. So I'm out there selling shirts, doing promos and shit, you know, to get money. And I used to come in there with money. She wouldn't take that from me still like it was back in the day. Like, nigga, where you get money from? They got a pocket from me. I'm doing pro, but she didn't even know. She didn't know nothing about Instagram. My grandma just got an iPhone last year. She did not want none of that. I don't want none of that shit. She was rocking a flip. So now she fronting and now she FaceTime. Now I'm like, oh, now you use FaceTime, huh? Nanny 91. She 91 years old and she just like, but I told her, I said,
she proud.
Yes, I said, when she was proud of me, that was more than anything, money, all this shit don't mean it. That was the most important thing that ever happened to me coming home, and that's what it was about.
Man, that shit my mama said the same thing to me. She said, man, you be out with all these motherfuckers, all of a sudden shit go down, and you the one go to jail.
Yeah.
You always in jail. Whatever you doing, you obviously not good at it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's, hey man, and she was right, bro. She was right. I was a terrible criminal.
A lot of us are.
I was terrible.
I was terrible. Everybody hood is.
Bro. I was a terrible criminal.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit here, it just wasn't for me, bro. It just wasn't for me. If you could talk to the version of you sitting in that cell, you're 10, not 20, halfway through your bid, what would you say to him?
Stop worrying about that girl, man. Baby Leg got her. Yo, that was one of the worst times in my whole bit, man, surviving prison. Like when Baby Leg came, listen, man, it was like I was in the cell screaming when Baby Leg, he actually, and guess what? Guess where the fuck she was at? She was going to Spelman, right? And it was like, it was crazy, right? Cause this before year 10, this way before year 10.
You said Baby Leg.
Baby Leg, listen, you answered the phone. She was going to Spelman, right? And it was one of these niggas from fucking Bankhead, some fucking with one of the places.
Why you
Because, man, I knew that from the raps. That's it. I blame the bank. I said that nigga from fucking Bankhead somewhere. Cause listen, I call her, right? There's no bullshit tip. I call her, she going to Spelman. This was gross. She used to always answer my phone call cause she's from Philly. So I'm like, I called one time, nigga answered the phone with a southern drawl, and I was like, damn. He was like, yo, some shit like that. I'm like, hello? Because why is you answering the phone? You could have scared me that day. You didn't have to answer her phone when she wasn't in there. And it's a jail call. What the fuck is it? Like, I was so mad. Like, why the fuck did you answer her call? Because I'm like, I said to myself, so when he answered that to him, I'm like, my heart just was like, that shit started running out of my chest. I'm like, hello? He's like, yo, who this? I'm like, it's Wildo. I said, I ain't gonna say her name because she married somewhere, like in Boston. I said, is such and such dead? Oh no, she ain't here right now. She handling something, right? So I'm like, is she? I'm saying in my mind, she handling something. Is she really? Fuck is she handling? What is she? Like it's his hand free. What the fuck is she handling? So I'm in there. I'm like, damn. All I'm thinking is some boy with an Atlanta Brave hat with some gold in his mouth, man. I'm in that fucking crib, I swear, because she down here smell. So I'm like, this is when I first get into it. I'm like, all right, man, tell her I call. Yeah, I told click, he hung up. I went back to the cell, threw the towel up, and I just, man, you remember my man, you remember Cuban Gooden on Boys in the Hood?
Yeah,
when he was swinging in the hood, I'm in there fighting the air, man. I'm sweating, I'm tearing up, I'm emotional. I'm just like, damn. Like, I knew Baby Leg had. I said she did, and then
did you talk to her again?
Yeah, I talked to her again. But you know what was so crazy about it?
What?
I try to keep it so plain, like I ain't gonna ask about it.
Yeah.
And she ain't seen nothing about it, so I'm like, damn. I was hoping she was like, yeah, that's my cousin, or that's my friend. I was like, man.
She said that was your. She said that was
she ain't say none of that shit. She just like, you all right? Yeah. I miss your call, but yeah. I'm like, damn. I had to still. Did she disappear? Not
but you had 20 years, bro. What you thought?
You know, niggas is selfish. Niggas don't be caring about how much time they got. You think that's your girl, she supposed to catch a phone call. You know what I mean? You think she gonna, you hold it down for her.
A girl will probably give you 5.
Yeah, but at the time, I'm young, so the old heads ain't give me the game yet of understanding, no, you just supposed to be a friend.
Yeah.
Write the letters, catch the call, she gonna vent out to you, she gonna go through multiple relationships a year, fall back, every time she get hurt, she gonna come up and visit you. I didn't know that shit at the time. So I'm in there, I'm trying to be in love and be all, I'm writing these long ass, you know, Aaliyah said 4-page letter. I was writing 40-page letter, the long legal, you know, the long joints, the legal, I'm like, man, I was going crazy. I write on top, move, the song, you know what I mean?
Move, song.
You just write all that shit, yeah.
What?
Chilling. I'm chilling, thinking about you, baby. So
You said the move.
Yeah, I'm saying the move.
You tell them what time it is.
And then I would write stories about like how we went out to eat and all this shit and love making all this
shit that really happened.
No shit that happened. Your imagination is anything in prison. I'm listening, and then the old heads used to give me the tape, so I got put up on my step-pop back in the day. He used to always play the Delphonics and Stylistics. But then when I got to jail, Blue Man, the old heads used to have all the cassette tapes. And we had cassette tapes back then. So, man, I put one of them Jones on. Didn't I blow your mind this time? And then the other joint, what's my other joint from Delphonics? Baby, why you break your promise? Baby, why you break your promise to me? I'm writing it. I mean, if I had a dime for every time I dreamed about you. I'm writing my joint. I tell you, I'm writing my joint. I think I'm Iceberg, man. I got my pen. I thought I had a lethal pen. Whole time, she wasn't even reading that shit. Baby Leg he had it in the house. Baby Leg was big stepping. He was stepping before dudes was talking about big stepping now. He was stepping all, he had a big boom. I'm like, this nigga killing her. She nasty. I know he killing her. I'm like, damn.
And you knew it before you went. In.
You don't think about it when you on the streets, man.
Yeah.
You don't think about your girl getting slayed, man.
Shit, man.
Getting slayed and sprayed. Slayed and sprayed. I don't think about none of that shit. I was hurting, man.
Hey, man, but how long were y'all together before you went to prison, bro?
About like 4 months. But you don't know no better. You young. You don't know no better. You trying to have a wifey from jail and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You trying to have a wifey from jail. You don't care about this shit.
Shit, man. You stupid, man.
No, he was together. Like, you know, in the hood, man. Especially now. Man, motherfucker be in love in 3 days, man.
Yeah.
They be in love. You mind.
Yeah, kind of tender dick.
Man, yeah, they do that shit out here. But back in the day, it was harder because we didn't get girls like they do these days. I mean, you know, it wasn't that sweet, man. You ain't had social media.
It wasn't many options.
You had to work hard.
You had to, motherfucker,
you had to see him.
Yeah.
And you never see him again. So when you see him, damn, shorty, what's up? Get a number. You had your little pin on you when you go to the mall. Your little beeper and shit.
I had a bag full of numbers. See? You have a bag full of phone numbers, bro. I called it a bomb of numbers. I had a bag full of numbers.
You just called it, man.
Like, you know, just how nigga keep like weed and shit in the bag. I had a bag.
Did you ever break it down?
Pieces of papers.
But did you ever break it down? Because my brother, he was cold. He had a notebook and he had their name, light skin, dark skin, and what part of the city they was from. He was cold. He had so many.
I just put stars, like, you know, so
5 stars, 3 stars. She cold.
Yeah, man. But you know, the stars weren't really necessarily based on sexual performance and nothing like that. It was based on what they would be willing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 star, like, you know, I can call, we can talk. You know what I'm saying? 2 star is, you know, I might be able to call her, ask her for a ride somewhere. You know what I'm saying? 3 stars, she'll bring me something. She'll come to the trap, drop off, you know, play the chicken wings or something. You know what I'm saying? 4 star is I might be able to go spend the night at her house. You feel what I'm saying?
You
so
stars.
Yeah, I had stars. That was my little system. You know what I mean? You and I, we have many things in common, man. But one of these things is we both have a passion for reading.
Yes.
You know, I admit I don't read half as much as I should, but you know, it's still something that I hold in high regard. I know how important it is. Was the desire to learn always in you, or is that something you discovered in prison?
Prison is prison, man, because books, you know, the OGs hit you with some books that'll change your life.
Yeah. You read Behold the Pale Horse?
All that. Spook that Sat by the Door.
Yeah.
Message to the Black Man, How to Eat to Live.
What about From Superman to Man?
I ain't read that.
Okay.
But there was so many books in there. Especially when you in there, you can sit back and the books take you out of prison.
Yeah.
Especially and then.
I remember the Alchemy, nigga. I was there.
Listen, but dig this though. I'm gonna hit you with some that was like classics in the joint. The anthology of Donald Goins and shit like that.
I ain't do those.
Donald was cool. I had to because
I did one. You know what I'm saying?
I had to because
one pimp. But
yeah. No, that was Iceberg.
Oh, okay.
Iceberg Slim. But Donald Goins was the greatest, like, I'm saying on the aspect of like, you know,
I never did the ghetto kind of like novels and shit.
yeah,
Man.
he was cold.
I did mostly the only hood novels and shit. Coldest Winter Ever.
Oh yeah.
Midnight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of the Sister
Soldier,
shit.
cold. She was cold.
And the motherfucking Alex Cross, motherfucking James Patterson.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He made you in jail.
Yeah.
Like, I think people don't understand in jail. You know what's funny about jail? They be shocked about what people is reading and what they watching. When I first went to prison, right, what fucked me up was this.
Now at Whataburger, you can get the new Big Ranch Wrap for $3, 5 Premium Wanted Chicken Bites for $4, or Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. for $5. Add fries and a drink for a little more. Now that's a what a deal at What a Burger. Download the app.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when we do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken finger.
Hey.
One love.
Number one, when I get into the day room
Sheesh.
and I seen all these gangsters watching the soap operas,
Oh shit, yeah,
I was fucked up.
That shit was a trip.
I was like, these dudes watching the soap operas,
Resident General Hospital,
and then
all my children, all this shit.
But what stuck with me the most out of all this shit is when I went to prison and I seen dudes that was trying to kill each other on the streets, solid in prison, playing cards together, walking the yard, kicking it,
Really,
working out
prison ain't
together.
nothing but a community.
Yeah, and
It's just a community.
It seemed like a dude go through all that to get to prison and realize, damn man, you ain't that bad. You cool, man. We can figure it out here. But it's like if we figured it out on the street, we wouldn't even be here. A lot of people want the community to be better, but you know, it was deep.
Right. What are the top 5 books you recommend for people to read?
Number one, Ayanna Van Zandt, Acts of Faith. That was a heavy book. That book was like, because Acts of Faith, you read that every day. It was a different message in there every day. You got Acts of Faith. That was major. Display of Power by J. Damon John. Because he break down how they started FUBU.
Okay.
How they went out Vegas, wasn't even in a magic show.
Right.
Went out Vegas in a hotel room. That's a major joint. I like that George Lowe is Damn Good Advice. I forget my man Fry, his last name Fry. He got the book called Rework. Contagious by Jason, I think it's Jason Burke. Contagious, I forget who it is. That'll be the last one, Contagious. But
okay,
them some good books.
Them books that you think people like young people should read or
yeah, read it. Yeah, just get some game out of them joints.
Yeah.
It'll help you in different
How old were you when you were reading books like that?
What made me, before I read that book, I was in a youth study center juvenile facility. I couldn't read that good. So it was a Yo magazine came out, and Eazy-E was on there. And Eazy was my favorite dude. I literally took that magazine, went to the school building in the juvenile facility, and told the teacher, like, yo, I want to learn how to read this. Because I knew how to read, but I wasn't that good.
Right.
And that's what really had me like
motivated you to
man,
learn
young.
to read.
I was young then, yeah.
Got it.
Like 13, some shit like that, I forget. But it was like in jail, once I learned how to read, reading is like flying mentally. It's like your mind got wings and it take you to different places.
It's an escape.
And that's what changed my life. Like
that is a fact though, because I remember when I was young, I ain't used to like to read because I thought that shit was stupid and boring because they had stupid and boring books. But when I got older and started reading damn books I like and books about money, like when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, that shit turned me up. I ain't even knew books was that good. Then I ain't even knew that you gotta find it's different types. It ain't just fiction and non-fiction. It ain't just horror. And it's all kind of books. I ain't even knew people can write books. I heard of people writing books, but like it really hit me when, you know what I'm saying, reading people's story and learning how they got rich. That's what I always love, documentaries, movies on how they like come up and listen to certain people's stories and shit and really find out who you is type, you know, and inspire you to do what you need to do.
Being able to read and just connect, and that's what the culture That's what society now lack. People don't read as much as possible.
Nah.
They
It's
just
a microwave society.
yeah, they look.
They want to watch. They want to see the documentary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See the pictures and all that shit, and they dumb it down like that for you because they can dilute the information that way. They don't have to give you all of it.
They not like reading the file, the true file.
Yeah, that's
You
real.
can see everything.
How many episodes of $1 Million Worth Game y'all done did?
Probably like 400.
400.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
This room is a major. This is a major $1 million worth of game room right here.
What you mean?
I sat right here 2 times
Mm.
and shot 2 episodes. This is where the Young Thug interview was at.
Okay, damn sure was.
I was right here. You
Yeah.
came in here.
Yeah.
This when we was all here. We was turning up. All the brothers was
We
here.
had a good time.
And I said some shit in that interview.
Yeah.
And it was a message.
Before he went to prison,
Yup,
like,
it was
you
a
know
real
what I'm
message.
saying? It
Yup.
kind of seemed like he kind of felt it.
Yeah, he did. He sat there.
Yeah.
The brothers was here, and I said what I needed to say. And this was a major room. Thug used to be able to put crank some hits over here. He made some hits in this joint.
Yeah.
This is a legendary studio.
This they headquarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make sure, like, you know, for me, and it was the same thing for me. The same thing for me. Now, fun fact about this studio, first of all, it used to be owned by Daryl Simmons. Daryl Simmons, who was, you know, a partner with Babyface in LA and them. So, you know what I'm saying, all of them face, everybody that recorded here from, you know, Tony Braxton, Whitney Houston, Usher, everybody. Like, this is it's a monumental institution of culture. And then, you know, he sold it to a gentleman, and the gentleman that he sold it to, when I was coming home from prison, I wasn't halfway out. I had to find a studio. Of course, you know, I wouldn't find this studio and had my bedroom for me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I get my own lady over there, you know, and my business, you know what I'm saying? So I turned that front
goodie bag.
bedroom, you know what I'm saying? And this is where I made the, what was that, the Trouble Man album? If I ain't mistaken, the album well, actually I came home twice. Okay, so the first time I came home, I made what would would later be known as No Mercy. And then the second time I came home, I made the songs that would become the Trouble Man project. And then I actually I was blessed with the opportunity to purchase it.
Amazing.
He told me he was selling it because I used to try and buy it all the time. He wouldn't sell it. Then all of a sudden one day he just said, "I'm ready. If you still want it, I'm ready." And you know what I'm saying? We agreed on a number. I came and bought it cash. I couldn't get no loan for it because, you know, believe it or not, studios are they're not bankable.
Okay.
Like the bank they can't loan against this fucking equipment, these speakers. They can only give you what the dirt is worth.
Yeah.
What the building is worth. And bro ain't finna take that. You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to get it, I had to come with the cash.
Yeah.
So I acquired it, and when I did, I wasn't really doing no whole hell of a lot of music, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted a place for the culture to still be able to exist and have like a safe place where they could come and create and not worry about no bullshit.
This is
not, you know what I mean? And
but you can see it
like have motherfuckers stand over their shoulder to you can't smoke in here. You can't, you know what I mean?
You can see it when we were doing the interview. You came in here and it's like you was making sure y'all gonna be somewhere being here.
Yeah.
It was like the big brother coming through to say, I'd rather y'all be here than somewhere else where you gotta go all these restrictions. Y'all are safe here. Keep your asses in here.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck in this building.
Right.
That was the vibe I got.
And keep them motherfucking guns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need this shit in here, bro. What the fuck you need that shit? I tell the youngsters all the time because now, usually, like back in our day, when we had a pistol, we had, you know, something, we had it for a reason. We were going somewhere to do something. You know what I mean? Or we was, you know, doing something that required us to have it. These motherfuckers put that shit on now, like, you know, like a passe last year. These motherfuckers had that shit, bro, like, you know, like a fucking belt chain. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like, you know, I was like, hey man, what the fuck you need that shit for? Why must you have it in here? It's safe. Look at me. I ain't got that.
It's beautiful.
You know what I mean? And most of the time they be like, my bad, OG, I put it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the beauty of it, because they don't even think about it until you bring it up to them.
But the respect level that you got, that they have for you, was everything.
It's mutual.
Because I see, you know what I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
I've seen them coming. I've seen them youngsters grow from, I'm talking about, man, Gunner too. Gunner.
All of them was in.
Man, I'm talking about, man, Spider, Pee Wee Roscoe, man. Man, I had Pee Wee Roscoe. I had Roscoe since he was 10 years old, man. Roscoe ran up to me at the Tesco on Campbell's Road, talking about, hey, you T.I., ain't it? I said, man, where's your mama? He talking about, she riding there. And man, he hopped in the car, man. We've been riding ever since. And the next time I seen him he was standing outside of Magic City, because he was with Big Meech. They was in Magic City. He couldn't get in. He said, hey, Tip, what's up? You remember me? I'm like, boy, take your ass home, man.
He was out there. He's like, fuck that. I'm getting in there.
Hey, man, you know, and to see him and Spider and even Gunner, you know what I'm saying? To see all of them, Weezy, Turbo.
They all doing it.
All man, they started, hey, listen, Weezy started making beats in my mama's basement.
Weezy out of here.
Weezy, my cousin, my first cousin, Rashad the God, he introduced, like, he had Weezy around him, he had Turbo around him, so they all used to be in my basement at the time, working on music. Just trying to let, hey man, Tip, listen to it. Like, yeah, all right, bro, all right. Them niggas went on to be some of the biggest producers, producing some of the greatest shit that the generation could ever behold. And it's always, for me, I just always wanted to be a motherfucker where I could offer a game of, for motherfuckers looking at a contract, don't know what it say. I could be like, nah, don't do that, man. Make sure you know what I'm saying, go get you a lawyer. Let me introduce you to a lawyer.
Yeah.
Let me take you. I took Spider and Dolph. Me and Killer Mike to Young Thug.
I seen Killer Mike in the city.
Rest in peace, Dolph.
Yeah, rest in peace, long live Dolph. Okay, so we took them to open up their first bank account.
And let me tell you something.
At a black bank, man. Look, did you know, man, this nigga Spider brought $1 million out of mattress.
To take to walk in the bank. Just to open it. That nigga crazy.
And he said, hey man, you sure my money gonna be out? I said, man, give the folk the money, man. But I always wanted to be that, because that's something that I felt like we didn't have enough of in our generation.
Yeah, that's
it wasn't nobody that could show me how to do what I'm doing. It wasn't nobody that I could really look to and ask those intimate, like those really entrepreneurial, financial questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, what did this shit mean by the interest rate? What did they mean by that? You know what I mean? And I always wanted to be that motherfucker. So when I bought this shit, I just wanted to have all of the motherfuckers in here that
I seen everybody here.
You know what I mean? That couldn't go, that felt like they couldn't go nowhere else because they felt like they didn't belong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I felt like that was it's a blessing to be able.
This thing beautiful.
And you've been here, man. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I think y'all was on, you and Gilly was on Expeditiously before y'all decided to even.
We had an in with that motherfucker was crazy.
I said, but I can't even put this shit.
This shit was crazy. We was right here. Oh, we was tripping.
Man, Gilly was talking about getting it.
It was
I said, but I can't put this shit out, man. Where did you get your sense of humor from, bro?
Growing up, looking at listening, my uncle had the 8-tracks. He used to have all the comedy on there. Red Fox, Richard Pryor. You know, in the hood, that's all we had. We had to laugh the pain away.
Yeah.
You know, it was different. So the comedians was always the messengers.
Right.
They was because if you can make them laugh, you can make them listen.
That's right.
And that was everything. So just me growing up. And
you North Philly?
North Philly, yeah.
In North Philly. So growing up in North Philly, with a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like, how in the hell did you maintain it without, you know what I'm saying, letting the tough shit take over?
Oh no, because I grew up understanding that, and I had a step pop named Hip. He always told me, man, you gotta move through life in a different way. He said, because he wasn't a tough dude. He was always, He had charisma. He was funny than a motherfucker.
Right.
And I remember what he told me. He said, man, don't get in them streets, man. He said, man, and he told me, he said, man, it's a brain robbery, not a train robbery. The finesse game is the best game. He's like, don't never get physical, man. That physical shit, man. Say that physical shit, man.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that in the ghetto. We learn how to be physical first. And then once we get us in all this shit and fuck up our life, then we learn how to be mental. We learn the mental thing. But it'd be too late sometimes.
Right.
So he's always like, don't get physical. So I took that as, don't be tough.
Right.
Because I used to be around him and he'd drive me around and there'd be a bunch of players around. Like dudes was they was getting money and I ain't never seen no aggression.
Yeah, the youngsters, man. I mean, even when all of us.
Nah, I was. That's a good point. I always been on some player shit, some fly shit, some G shit, some pimping shit, some player shit. I never was the aggressive type and was like what the fuck I'm aggressive for? We can play football and get aggressive. Like I'm talking about we used to play football in the goddamn street, play football in the field. I'm talking about my cousin used to slam my ass on damn the ant pile, nigga. I'm talking about I used to see the sky like, that shit used to be crazy. That nigga used to dive my ass head first. That nigga used to hit me, knock the wind out of me. I used to think I'm dead. I said I know I ain't dead because I'm still blanking and I don't know what the fuck going on, but I thought I was about to die, but that motherfucker used to knock the wind out your boy. So that shit was crazy, bro. So, but the thing is that I was never on like aggressive. And it's amazing how in today's world, all the wild OGs, they on some calm shit, cool shit, teaching the youth. And if the youth can unlearn and relearn. Because I tell my big cousin that's 45, they age, like, it's y'all fault that we like that. I mean, that they like that the young people like that because we were looking up to y'all. I was smart to get the game, how y'all talk to girls and the swag from it. And not necessarily the wrong shit, get the hustling from it. Like, watch everything, but don't do the wrong part. You know what I'm saying? Or not too much of that damn wrong shit. So, I get that, you know what I'm saying, about be less physical and be like more mental, you know what I'm saying? So, but you gotta know when to get physical, you know what I'm saying, at certain time points.
We have, I guess, a misunderstanding and thinking that tough that's how you get ahead, by being tough, being gangster, being.
No, you go to jail and get killed.
Yeah, and violence runs the money off.
Violence is violence. Hold up. You got violence, and then you got, it don't have to be violent. Attitude run the money off.
Right.
I remember one time I was talking to these one cat, he was trying to do something, and I said, you gotta make sure your approach is different. And they was like, what you mean? I said, what you doing, first of all, you gotta look at this whole, whatever you're doing on a global level. How do it make sense globally? Number one, because when it makes sense globally, it can connect in different fields and different markets. When you just rocking on a local tip, and you just, especially if you local and your delivery's not there, and your attitude and your disposition wrong, nobody want to spend money with you on the ad side of things, right, or whatever.
That's what I told that we used to tell the water boys. You know what I mean?
Your approach is anything. Listen, everything is about the look. The look is the hook. Because people first listen with their eyes and they listen with their ears. So when they see you, you're presentable, your energy love energy. And money give money to money. You know what I'm saying? Ever since you got on, they've been giving you money. The money will find you. The money, listen, you only get money when you don't need it. The money, so it's like your energy, and a lot of people don't know how to be a garnish. A garnish is just the paprika, the parsley.
The finishing touch.
It's the look, it's the presentation.
Right.
And I think sometimes we don't understand that. And I think where we from, that entitlement is sickening.
Damn.
Where we from in the cities of America, everybody feel entitled. The family, friends, everybody is like, and we're addicted to quick. Like a person look at you and like, man, I gotta be like on T.I. level. Do you know what T.I. had to go through? Do you know how many studio sessions, how many beats he had to run through, how many edits, how many videos, how many videos he had to shot, how many tours, how many shows, how many just like the tax problems if he had them. The man, like, do you know how much like a person be like, I want your life without going through. Yeah. Like I want all that shit. So it's like,
you know, we got to get away from too. I feel is talking about how much money a motherfucker have. Talking about how much money. You know what I'm saying? When a motherfucker will say he just did a deal for X amount of money. He just made this much money. He's worth this much. Talk about these fucking bills. Tell them how much. Tell them how much it costs for me to still get this money and keep it. How many people I have to pay. Talk about that more.
A person won't even say, Tip got kids. Tip got kids, he got a wife, he got multiple properties, he got a staff that he gotta make sure they cool so they can keep making sure the money keep coming.
Absolutely.
He gotta take care of the infrastructure. Tip got taxes, Tip got insurance, Tip got medicals insurance. I can just imagine how many people medical insurance you paying.
Man, I pay jet insurance alone. I probably add about $400,000 to $600,000 a year. Just insurance.
Bro, that's insurance.
Yeah, just insurance.
That's
just to make sure shit don't, just in case something happens.
That's insurance. Then you got the staff bill. Then you got maintenance of your properties. Then you got travel, lodging. Then you got eating. Then you got the kids. They don't understand that. And you know what's crazy? We all see the kids grow up, major. Oh, it's just funny as shit to see the kid. Like, cause it's like, you didn't know what's crazy. It's like, you know them, like Neff. Like you see them, you just, I'm like, Neff, what's up? It's just crazy to me to see them. But they don't understand.
A child is probably about $150,000 a year.
No, listen.
Each child.
Per child. That depends on the year because.
Yeah, ain't lying. Yeah, kids. I ain't gonna lie though. It'd be amazing that, and shocking to me that people be having so many kids back at the back, and they don't make $100,000. Like it like yourself itself is expensive, right? So boom, if you get a girl, this is automatic math. If you get a girl, you gotta take care of her. So just say if it costs $50,000-$60,000 for you a year, you get a girl, that's automatically another 60. Excuse me, so that's 120. If your ass have a baby, that's 6, 12, 18. That's $180,000. You might as well say $200,000 for just one child. The average person ain't making no goddamn $200,000 per child. And then if you had them another child, that's what? Another $260. I mean, so that's $260. That's a lot of fucking money, man.
People that's out there, they don't go to Tip and say, they go to Tip, hey dad, I need like $30,000. For what?
That's king.
They not coming to him for no $500.
King ask for $100,000 like it ain't that.
I need it. Come on, man. It ain't that. You got it. All that money you got. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it depends where you at. Where you might be like, hey, I just gotta hit, man. Take it. So it's like,
but then the money don't want to dime. He won't accept no money.
He cold.
The money won't accept no money. Deja, she won't accept no money. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still, as a father,
Major, he don't want no money. Major, he turning 18, and it's time for him to get a car. And I say, you know, me and his mama talking to her like, hey man, so you know we gotta get you in a car, man, cause now he gotta drive. But like, you know, driving company gonna take him to this shit's expensive.
Extremely expensive.
It's expensive. Hey man, you need to learn how to drive. You need to get you a car.
Yeah.
You got your learning license, let's drive. He's like, I guess. I said, okay, so what kind of car, you know, you think you finna get? Cause I'm finna break it to him. Like, you know, don't be thinking. He said, I mean, just something reliable that can get me from
everything. Major is funny, boy.
I said, whoa, okay. He said, but I don't want anything too much. I don't want anything too much because I don't think I can take care of that yet. You know, I want to wait till I can actually maintain.
That's good. That's a blessing. You like.
I'm like, man, boy, cause I'm sure got a Corolla coming for you, man.
Yeah.
Sure, you know,
and then it's like nobody look at that. Nobody look at, and then just.
That makes you want to give them more though.
Yeah, that makes you want to give them more, but nobody look at all the stuff you gotta get, and then just wife money. She do so she got. They don't understand you live a life. The studio,
I get that nigga.
The lights, the water, the electric. Like I don't think people look at that. People just quick to look at Man, that's my cousin, man. He said he got this, man. He could buy me a Bentley, give me a AP, and give me a condo down in Buckhead.
Why not?
That shit ain't gonna do nothing to him. That's only like 300,000. Fuck. I take a used watch in the car. And you like, bro. I had a conversation with somebody, and I was like,
I think I've been blessed though, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think I've been blessed because people, I don't think it's as many people like that around me. You know, the thing is, man, I'm here. I'm here with them no's. I'm here with a no.
You gotta be.
I give a fast no too. You know, ain't no let me think about it. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Can't do it. Nah, next question. You know what I mean? So, you know, so now it get to what, you know, they kind of like tread around it, you know what I'm saying? Because they know I ain't just throwing it out there like that. But it's a blessing to be able, and it make me feel good when somebody do need me and I'm able.
You really can help them.
You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be able to be there for people you love when they really need it. You know what I mean? Now, it's a difference between you might want something. You know what I mean? You might want something, but then when you really need something and I'm there and able to be there, that's a true blessing.
Yeah.
And I was talking to you about your sense of humor, but I kind of trailed out. The reason I asked you about your sense of humor because I think I seen a clip you got on stage and did some stand-up.
I was back at stage in Philly 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I was with Desi. So Desi said he was in the city coming up, and I'm real tight with Desi. I always called him over the years in the mornings, just share information, because I know when you're young and you're coming up, the fall off start to happen. As you get, people you say no.
They can't hang on.
They can't, so
everybody can't live they can't breathe the air up there.
So in the mornings, he know I'm up, he'd call me, man, damn. So every time he come through, I see him in the city, I go through, so I go through there, I'm just in there chilling. Him, you know, in his opening acts, we back there talking shit, laughing. I said, they like, damn, why you crazy as shit, man? I said, yeah, I'm gonna go up there, fuck it, I'm gonna go up there and do a set. They talking about, nigga, Dad's like, you're not doing no fucking set. I said, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna just go up there. I'm like, what do I got to lose? Cause I you know what I mean?
And you went up there.
I just went up there, gave him 6 minutes.
How'd it go?
I tore that shit up. Gave him 6 minutes. They went crazy.
Damn, see, I ain't see the actual shit. Yeah, I just saw you go grab the mic and,
I got busy. I was talking about crack in the 80s. They went crazy. They went fucking crazy. Because I know that a lot of people don't, like, my whole thing is like my stories and the way I look at it is like a lot of people, there's no documentation. Right. It's not like the internet. So people, they love the story. So I just, and they love that shit.
So what's the funniest joke you think you told me that day? They got you the biggest laugh. They showed you that you could come back and do it again.
When I was talking about how I smoked crack in the 80s, right?
You used to smoke crack?
Fuck no, I never smoked crack in my life. But that's the bit. That's the bit. So when I go up there and say, when I go up there and say it, they already fucked up. Like, damn, because they don't know because I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
My sense of humor is dead serious. So I go up there. I come out to me so horny. Watch.
I was thinking about the 80s, right? Crack cocaine was jumping. When I first took my first hit, my life changed. You know, the Crack House was the original swinger club in the black community. That's when I got my nickname. And I ran into one of the crackheads from back in the day. She reminded me of who I was. Because once you get high, you strip the fuck out. So we stripped out, I'm stripping out. That was the first time I really realized that I wasn't who I was. You just see it every time she sees you, like, little dick, little dick, little dick. I was like, what the fuck is she talking about?
They love it.
I know she ain't talking about me because, you know, men like to lie to their fucking self. Dude, I did something. Yeah, I'm really old. I did something to you, didn't I, girl? And a lot of y'all women, y'all know y'all go through it now. Some of y'all sit with some little dick, little dick, little dicks. But y'all got
I just did. Because it was like tip. It's like tip.
And you enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it. You know why?
Do it again?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Like it was easy. It was easy for me.
What's the day? What's the day? We think today's Sunday. What is it, Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
We might be able to go find us a stage tonight.
I'll rip it up.
Yeah.
So what happened is this tip. So it was just like, why not? Because I look at life like this. 4 quarters. From birth to 21, first quarter. From 21 to 40, second quarter. From 41 to 60, third quarter. From 61 to 80 is the fourth quarter, and most of the time.
61 and 10.
61 until, but most of the time, a lot of times, people lights is out.
Yeah.
Some people can some people could go into overtime.
Right.
But the reality of it is, I'm one of the people that, I'm one of the people that's like, listen, man, I ain't got time to be fucking around or worrying about how you feel, because this is the reality of it too. It's 8.2 billion people in this world. I don't need everybody to like me. I don't need you to support me in any type of way.
Right.
And you got a right to that. Not saying I'm upset with you. You have a right to not like what I got. It's just like this. I love get some fried fish. I love mayonnaise on that shit.
Fried fish with
mayonnaise and ketchup and raw onions. Unfucking believable. That's what I like. I put mayonnaise sometime on my pizza. That's what I like. I love mayonnaise. So it's like,
real wild dude.
No, see. You know what I mean? But think about how many people in the world just don't like that. I like ketchup on my eggs. How many people just don't like that?
Right.
But how many people do? Everybody have their own audience.
I got a handful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, we live in a world where, though, everybody got their own audience. And even like with hip hop back in the day, what I liked it, and I told this young boy, was like, he's like, because I was sending him all these, I sent him all this stuff, and I remember I sent Lil Yachty a long ass playlist. He was like, you be all over the place. I said, the difference between us and y'all, not in comparison, but like, the whole hip hop was ours. It wasn't we didn't segregate hip hop and say, I only listen to trap, I only listen to the drill, I only listen. It was like, no, I can listen to.
We had to hear everything that was coming out.
Yeah, and we had tapes, and everybody was our.
I bought everything.
Everything.
So
it wasn't. So it's like I say to myself, it's like, but even in Impact, everybody had their own fan base.
Right.
De La Soul wasn't trying to be like Public Enemy. Public Enemy wasn't trying to be like NWA.
Right.
Ice-T wasn't trying to be like, and that was the difference. So so when you think about music, it's like music. I look at music like, yo, this is the real. This is how you gotta look at your audience. Everybody got a different fan base.
Right.
And it's like you might go to a show, and somebody can do a show at State Farm. Outkast show might be different than Future show.
Absolutely.
Future show Outkast show might be different than Rod Wave show.
Right.
So, but what is enough fan bases?
It's still filling that motherfucker up.
It's still filling it up, and I think sometimes we want to be liked by everybody, and that's humanly impossible.
It is.
And it's no problem
if you lose yourself.
Yes, and it's no problem. See, one thing that I'm comfortable with, I'm fearless, and I understand you have a right not to like me.
Yeah.
Not that I did anything wrong to you.
Your opinion of me is none of my business.
Your opinion, what you say, none of that shit is none of my business. I need to mind my business. Why the fuck I'm worried about what you saying with your words and your outlook? That ain't none of my business. And I think a lot of times in our culture, we get so caught up in that to where it's though
we be seeking validation. A lot of us seeking validation from others. They think that if somebody agree with what I'm doing, then that means it's okay that I'm doing it. That means I'm good at doing it.
That one thing I was the opposite. I would stick to what I believe in and what I know if everybody else disagree. Because there'd be a lot of points in my life where a lot of people, sometimes everybody will disagree with what I do or what I want or what I believe in or what the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? I may think that it's important to cut your TV off at night. You may think it's important to keep it on for whatever reason. If everybody think that you should keep your TV on at night, and I think you should cut it off, I ain't gonna go against my word and what I believe in just because the more people or the more parties, nah, it don't work that with me. So I'm good at that. I go against the world. I go against it. I go against all y'all for what I believe in. This is what I believe in. Especially when you get old enough to make your own decisions, and when you really do something about what you believe in, and you really ain't moving, and you already got your mind made up, and what you gonna do if this was to happen, you really ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like more people should just stand up for what they believe in.
They don't have the confidence. They don't have the confidence to stand on what they doing with or without someone's approval. That's what I, that's just off the top of my head what I think it is. I think hip hop back then, one thing that I feel like it had is authenticity. Like no matter who they were, bro, it wasn't nobody out there trying to be like nobody else. Like right now, if somebody, like for instance, you mentioned Ron Wade dropped this, a bunch of other motherfuckers when they saw his success. Oh, he's successful at that. Let me get on, start trying to do that. And I feel like that's what waters the game down. Cause why you chasing somebody else's fans, you running away from yours.
But you know what was different, though? I'm gonna give you something that was different. And for me, I think I call myself self-proclaimed hip-hop historian. This what was different, Tip. And this is why I give people leniency. Tip, you gotta think about it. There wasn't nobody trying to be Tip. Because when Tip was doing his thing, we wasn't able to see ingredients and we wasn't clocking your numbers. We wasn't clocking your money, we wasn't clocking your numbers. All we knew was that Tip put a good project out, and other rappers at the time, and even aspiring rappers, they couldn't see your formula.
Right.
They wasn't worried about your numbers. They couldn't see, they didn't know your contracts and your money. So now, by everything is being put out there, an artist will drop in, you look up the next day, T.I.P. What's the name? Like your whole formula. Oh yeah, this the dude that, like, we didn't know who shot your videos. We knew from the credits at the bottom of BET, but still, I couldn't get to him. I couldn't get to Hype Williams or all the different dudes that shot. Now it's like, okay, here gonna do the shot Ron Wade video. Here gonna do the do his merch. Here gonna do the do. It's like, so we didn't have that. So now people like, I might as well go with the best, or I might as well emulate the best. But because all the material was put out there. When you was making all them fucking albums in the dark, you probably got footage. Nobody had no cameraman back in the day.
I don't know if I got no footage.
That's what I'm saying, Tim.
It might be something.
Like I can sit there and go online and I can get somebody a whole blueprint right now. What platform they use to do their website, who set their shit up. I get the whole joint and like, damn, let me make my shit, because the barrier entry was different back in the day. Your videos was only on BET and TV. They wasn't on YouTube. Yeah. So I could go on, anybody could go on YouTube right now and put their shit up. Wherever you place your shit, when your music drop right now, on Apple, my shit will be on Apple. The way your shelf is set up on Apple, I can set my shelf up like that on Apple. The video dude that shoots your video, I can do that. I can put the studio, like everything is like, so I think that's what really the access in, we took away the mystery of the artist. That's why people don't respect the artist like they used to. Because it's like, bro, I ain't never seen, like, if you ain't come on Rap City or some shit, or if I ain't catch you in XXL or Source, I don't see Tip.
Yeah.
Only reason we know you because you had the show, Tip. If you didn't have the show, we wouldn't know your life so much. Right. You was one of the first dudes that said, come into my crib.
Yeah.
And you allowed us in your home, so we grew up in you.
You know the reason I did that? I did that because all people were talking about at the time was me going back and forth to prison.
Yeah.
That was all motherfuckers were talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck everything else that I've done in my career. And my life. The thing that everybody's, you know the guy that goes back to prison, you know the guy from, you know, the guns and back in prison and shit. And so I just wanted to reset and recalibrate motherfuckers' opinion of me, or motherfuckers' perception of me. And when I did that, we didn't even know what the show was. We just wanted to, you know, it was really about me and balancing family with all these different businesses and doing
Man, that shit humanized you, bro.
Hey, but the thing is, though, I didn't count on the rest of the family being fucking stars. I didn't know. These motherfuckers, they wasn't like that before the show,
They was crazy in that house, man.
They was not like that before the show, bro. Before them camera got there, they was not like that.
So you gotta think about it. But what it did is it showed this guy's like everybody else, man. And it removed the fact that, yeah, you make mistakes, you human, but sometimes when you're successful, you're not allowed to fuck up. That's the curse. When you're successful, you're not allowed to fuck up.
Yeah.
Just because you got money, just because you got success, you got plaques, you sold millions of records, you can't be human no more. Everybody else.
I remember on T.I. Tiny Show, T.I. had pulled his boys in the office, and I think he was making them work for money and teaching them the value of money. He had like 17,000, and his boys say, how long it took you to make that money? T.I. said 1 hour. The boys like, dog, So it took you 1 hour to make $17,000. He's like, yeah, but it took me years to get in the position to make $17,000 in 1 hour. That shit was, I'll never forget that. That was a dope moment.
Yeah, but that's removed from you.
Damn,
you gotta be this thing.
You gotta be what I expect you to be.
And who is I? Like, who? What about me? I can't. Like, and that's what's so fucked up about the I.
Yeah.
It's like you can't do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that T.I. and Tiny show, that was a good show. You get to see Major and then all them like grow up. I mean, I seen them in Atlanta in the mall one time during that time, like 2014, I think. Yeah, around that time. Yep. That was a good show. And I remember the reality shows they first hit in New York and stuff. They always used to be fighting though. That shit was crazy.
Book is titled "Yes to You, No to Them."
Yep.
What made you choose that as a title for your book?
Yes to you, no to them is because it's about time to say yes to you. Mm. You know how many people don't say yes to themselves? Because what they do is they put everybody first. In order for T.I. to really be on that next level.
That's some real shit, boy. Damn, that hit home. I realized that like a couple years ago, and I've been on like some me shit, like really and truly. Like I realized I'm the one, I'm the guy, I'm the asset to people. Like I'm the one who, when you realize, and I'm the one who giving. I be like, and I come up short. I say, you know what? If I was to stick to me, like for real, and just only deal with me and just give to me and focus on me and really work on me more and cater to me more, I'll be more successful and I'll be more. So I've been doing that and it's been working and it's been peaceful. And it's a blessing that you get to do that, being a single man with no kids, with no girl, doing whatever you really want to do, the right thing, and be safe at it. You know what I'm saying? And just be blessed and have fun with the shit and really be happy. And it's all about peace. You know what I'm saying? Like you preach. It's all about peace and doing what is best for you and what makes you happy. Like walking makes me happy. Ice skating makes me happy. I love when it's snow. Shovel some snow. Walk through the snow. You know what I'm saying? Go through Central Park. Walk all through New York. Just walking. Riding a bike. Exploring New York. I love to just explore New York. Just walk until your feet hurt. Your legs hurt. And then come home, rest, take a shower, and go back out. It depends on if it's summertime or not, but you know, just simple things like that.
Yeah, I gotta be right first. He gotta be able to say yes to him, the decisions he making, the time he giving him, the peace he. If you don't say yes to me, I gotta go on this vacation. Yes, I gotta do that. You can't do shit for nobody.
Right.
For your wife, your kids, you can't do nothing for nobody. But I think we live in this world now where everybody is saying yes to everybody else in order to not have confrontation. But they saying no to themselves. Right. So now it's time to say yes to you, no to them.
You know, hear something funny? Then hearing you say that, it makes...
That is true because, but not necessarily in my case where I try to avoid confrontation, but I just feel like I say yes to people and no to me because that's just the right thing to do. And one thing I believe in and what I believe in really is I treat people the way I want to be treated. So I always do for someone. One reason is because I want somebody to do it for me. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. That's why I'm the type of person. And then I've been around my grandma and my grandma kids. Like I've been around my uncles, and my uncles was the type to give. They was gangsters and real niggas. But if you ask them for something, they'll do it. They'll give it to you. So I always want to take on that trait. Like I'm the one that you can ask a question to, and I tell you the truth, and I tell you the answer. I always want to be the person that if you ask me for a ride, I give you a ride. If you ask me for something, I give it to you. If you ask me for, like, if I got cash or money in my pocket, and somebody asks me for $1 or buy them something, boom, here you go. they be shocked as hell that they ask a person for some money and I give it to them. But it could be anything. But over time, you realize, I think I come up short just so I can see who I can depend on if I really, really need it. Because it be times where you come up short and you need something simple, and you realize you ain't got nobody to call. And the people that you give to, they won't even give to you. Like, it's something to really, really think about if you're the type of person that is doing and giving. Like, you can just, and then you will realize, even when it comes to girls, you will realize girls, certain girls, not all of them, they'll invite you for you to pay and to use you. And if you catch on to what's going on, even with girls, even with, I heard a guy say he used to smoke cigarettes and he stopped because he realized he was supplying a lot of guys cigarettes. So you know how many guys who got a pack of cigarettes, they go around a person who they know got a cigarette and just ask for a cigarette every day. It could be bud. Just smoke for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, just use people. So you realize, like, damn, people taking advantage, and it make you think and rewire your situations and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go on a little private journey and really focus on me and just live private and take care of me for once and see how that goes and see how I can treat it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing to consider.
I think that I have, you know, I'm
doing
blessed in such a way that I have a strong support system. Like, people that's been around me, you know, some for all my life, some for half my life, some for most of my life. And I love all of them, and they love me too. But as close as that circle is, and as strong as that circle is, do you know each and every last one of these people want more from me? All of them. All of them feel like I should be spending more time with them. I should be doing more with them. I should be doing more. All of them. And it's only one me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my uncle probably feel like, yeah, you talk to. He might think I talk to my other uncle more than I talk to him. My aunt might feel like I talk, you know, my mama might feel like I might talk to my aunt more than I talk to her. My cousin might feel like I like my other cousin and spend more time with him more. And everybody feel like, as much as I try to, you know, be
balanced,
whatever I can for whoever it is, everybody always feel like I should be doing more.
It's impossible to.
It is.
It's impossible because, Tip, you sleep for like 8 hours a day.
No, I don't.
How long you sleep?
Probably about 4 to 6.
So you sleep 4 to 6 because you got shit on your mind, you got a lot of responsibilities on your back, so you can't even get a good night's sleep, right? So after that, you gotta eat breakfast, you gotta run business, you got a shitload of meetings, you gotta deal with the kids, you gotta deal with your wife. How much time do you really have left?
I mean, that's my drinking time.
but still, how much time do you got left?
I get back. I mean, it depends. Day to day, it depends. But to be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie to you. If everybody else straight, I'm straight.
If
everybody else straight, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I move. If everybody else around me, and I'm to the point in my life right now, nothing exceptionally good has to happen. As long as nothing bad happens.
That's the greatest thing.
I don't need
like, has it been a time, I know it's been a time in your life, where as though, when certain people call you, be like, and you became, was it a time where you became pessimistic? Where you just know, where you know something wrong is called. It's called fuck.
That's me now. Today, I'm cynical.
Damn, something's going to happen.
Cynical. Yes.
Something's good. If you call me, I don't even, as long as your phone will go if you're happy.
Man, you know what? And the thing is, I'll be trying to do something and I get a call and I'll deal with that call, put the phone down, get back to what I'm doing, the phone ring again. Damn. And I'll be on the phone. It might be me and you might be telling me a story or something. I'm like, okay, hold on, let me catch this call. Hello? Yeah, that's fine. Cool, no problem. All right, cool. All right, what you saying, Wallow? All right, God damn it. Yeah, what? All right, Tamika, no problem. All right, yes, absolutely. Whatever you say, no problem. Okay, cool. All right, while on that. God damn it, King, what's up, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and me and you would have normally been probably a 2-minute conversation stretched out to 25 minutes because I keep having to click over to these different phone calls. But that's the life. You know what I'm saying? That's the life. That's the life of someone who is pushing for everyone else to have the life that I want everybody else to be able to live as close to I live as possible.
That's
you know what I mean? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do the best I can. When I can, I'm gonna help you till it hurt me.
But you know what's crazy? I had to realize, like, when it comes to men, I said, man, men is just here to take care of everybody else. Get the cologne and the tie on Father's Day. Listen, might get a cake or something, and then you gotta get up out of here. Like, you live your life and that's it. Like, we just here. Like, you gotta think about it. Men we ain't got too much coming.
Nah.
They just be, but it's
we got that little goddamn millisecond worth of pleasure.
Yeah, we get that. But what it is more importantly is that we just happy to take pride that we can take care of our people and be here to be something that sometimes some of us didn't have.
Right.
And we know that we got to do that, and just one day we gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, and then but you know, and the protection aspect. Yeah. And the providing aspect, we're always like our value is placed on our ability to do these things.
That's all
That's our value. Women, children, and pets are the only things that are loved unconditionally, no matter what they do.
Listen, and we can't listen, and that's what we take personal when you're a provider and a protector. You take that shit personal. Like, absolutely. You get up and you know. Wherever you get appreciated or not, you like, I gotta do this shit. I cannot not do this shit, because when mama called, nanny called, my woman, you gotta be ready.
That's right.
When your wife called, you like, all right. So you gotta be ready for all this shit, and you gotta go on and just do it.
Like Christmas. Man, you know the shit, man, like Christmas is such a reminder of the place that men sit in a household society. Hey, listen, bro. Man, Christmas, if you don't have nothing for people for Christmas, if you just try it, man. I tried it. If you, like, just have a Christmas and invite everybody at your house and y'all eat.
And everybody don't get nothing. Don't even do that. You should have did some other shit. You should have went on vacation. You invited everybody and you ain't give them an envelope? Or they ain't get a real serious gift for you?
Walk out mad, man. I don't know
I can stay home. That's fucking crazy. Don't
move all the way over my gas.
They thought they was getting a check. Like, they thought, no matter how you had the chef come over and make this unbelievable spread, the best Christmas meal. But if they don't walk out there with an envelope,
I bake sweet potato pie.
They don't want that shit. I ain't want that shit.
Nasty ass shit. I want that shit. Get your mushy ass pie.
We was that envelope back. Everybody expected to give us an envelope.
Yeah, they got us over here.
Yeah, we get my bills paid for this month. I'm gonna pay my January bill.
Oh man, but that's crazy. You know, it's funny. It's a trip. It's a trip. But you know what? I'd rather be the one that people expect it from.
Yeah.
Than be the motherfucker that have to
expect it.
Yeah.
They have to expect it, man. I'm blessed with it.
Yeah.
That's how y'all live your life, man.
How do you balance being a father who wants to protect your kids from the streets when you were in the streets? Which is something that we, you know, that's what I have to do.
You know what? Me personally, it was crazy is I got thousands of kids that listen to me, that I see. That come
but you don't have a
Yeah, I got a kid from my ex. I adopted a daughter, sent her to college.
Okay.
Paid for it. She's getting a master's right now.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I don't play that shit.
How old is she now?
24. Daily 24. Yeah, she doing that. And then I got my brother kids. You know what I mean? He died.
Man, your brother died.
Little Steve. That was in penitentiary. So I got all.
What year of your bid was that?
That was 2013. You know what I mean? So he
So you was on the way home.
Yeah, I was on the way home. So I got his kids. But then I got all these other youngins who I talk to, or a mentor who I see in cities after cities, and it's like, so with me, you already know it. I'm always on it. It costs too much to be a criminal. I've been on them since I got out of prison. Like, listen, from laying in caskets, laying on the ground with ketchup on my head, trying to show how this shit gonna end.
You laid in a casket?
Yeah, I laid in the casket. I was in the morgue.
That's what
with
shit.
the dead bodies.
That's what shit. And I go to the morgue.
Yeah, I was in there with the dead bodies. I laid in the casket. I did a video with that. I laid in the ground with my ketchup on my head, saying the way to. So my whole thing was just trying to show like this how it ends. But the thing is like this. You can't teach what you don't know, and you can't leave when you don't go. You're telling them not to be there because you went there and it wasn't worth it. It was a loss. So at the end of the day, we're telling them, listen, that shit ain't even worth it. And right now, they're not gonna play with you. They're gonna lay you down. You go in their courtroom. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we're trying to educate them, and we gotta tell them because we know better. It's our job to tell them and try to give them a different alternative route because it's like, bro, what the fuck? You know how much money it costs to be a criminal? It costs more money. Like, whatever you want on the streets. Like, not just that, because I sit back and I tell people, I said, listen, I go to the penitentiary, the highest paying job is 42 cents. That's if you can reach that level, because you gotta, it started at 19. So that shit, getting to 42 cents might take 2 years. A promotion is a pay rate. No, and it sounds crazy, but I'm just being real. So think about this. You go to jail, you spend 10 years, get 19, you ain't gonna make it to fit. You say you get 42, just say you start. You spend 10 years, get 42 cents, you get a minimum of 6 hours and only can work 4 days a week. What type? And then you gotta spend that on commissary and all that. You ain't saving no money. So at the end of the day, what about the dude that's home, getting his credit right, traveling, stacking money, get promotions at work? He gonna make you off. Cause everybody, listen, when a dude do a bit 4 or 5 years, he come home. The dude that's really rolling is the dude that was working. He got his license to carry. He got his passport. He done traveled the world. He done probably got his house. You know what I mean? Got an unbelievable job, whatever. So it's like, and you went to the penitentiary, spent all that time, because most dudes that do go to prison, they got somebody that's holding them down that's a law-abiding citizen. One of their best friends, childhood friends, cousins, they go to work and they come up to see you and all that. They got the track hawk, they getting all, you know what I mean?
Everything you wanted.
Yeah,
everything you were hustling for.
Everything you wanted, and you know what?
They got to go getting up and going to work.
You know what was crazy? When I came home from prison, I was shocked because I was like, damn, man. I thought people was in the streets that wasn't in the streets because what happened was people took on the street uniform. You remember only certain people that was in the streets dressed a certain way, and the dude that worked dressed a certain way. I come home, I see dudes tatted up. They got the drip on. They driving the street. They got the joint on their hip. I remember this one dude when McGill was like, I'm like, man, let me get out of here, man. This dude came up in this joint. This shit ready to get crazy. He's like, look, dude's a cop. I said, what? I said, he a cop. No, that nigga ain't no cop. I said, that nigga ain't no cop. He said, yo, he's the police, man. What's the name, cousin? I said, that nigga look like he wants some dumb shit. I thought he was on some straight dumb shit. I'm like, man, I'm getting the fuck out of here. These dudes ready. Because I'm on parole. I'm like, I can't be up in this joint. Because we was like in the studio somewhere. He came in there, and him and a couple boys, but all of them was like cops. So I'm like, but they had their whole aura with some street nigga shit. So I'm like, but I understand it, but it changed dramatically since so I was like, oh man, but yeah, so it's like you do all this jail time, come home, and the dude that did right, winning like a motherfucker. He made more money than a drug dealer. In the long run.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Man, you mentioned the unfortunate passing of your brother, man.
Yeah, Lil Steve.
While you was doing your time, and you wrote that you forgave your brother's killer.
I did a TED talk about it right here in Atlanta.
How did you come to the conclusion of that?
Just so you gotta understand, me personally, I'm gonna say 2 things. Number one, I ain't built like that to kill nobody. I ain't shooting in the mirror. You do what I'm saying?
What that mean, man?
Shoot in the mirror mean that's what the young boys, that's what everybody do when they kill somebody that's black.
They shooting like them. They shooting at somebody that look like them.
They shooting at them. They shooting at themselves. The same struggle. Mom went through the struggle, poverty, trying to understand Section 8, welfare.
That's a fact, man.
You shooting at yourself.
That's a real value, man. That's a real Jew because I always knew better. And they used to clown me and laugh at my motherfucking ass, but I always take it. And I wasn't emotional, and I always knew best. And years later, let's say 5 years later, everybody mature, everybody get money, everybody on girls, everybody like getting fly, so they kind of like calm down. I'm like, damn, look how amazing time fly and motherfuckers are mature and they kind of get it. But I never was the type to like want to hurt my own people. You ain't want to hurt nobody, period, but just for no reason, just because you upset, just because y'all had a disagreement. But if somebody wrong, they wrong. But it's amazing how people just want to just hurt their own kind. I never was on that. Never was on that, bro. But you know, most people don't think about it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't think about it, because we got a bigger problem than hurting one another if you really think about it. But I notice most people that want to fight and want a problem and want to hurt their own kind, they don't take the time to think at all. You got to think, and I always was a thinker to win.
You yourself.
Hurt people.
Hurt people.
Right.
So I'm just not built like that. Number one. Number two, you can't move on holding on to yesterday. What happened, I don't know. I know my brother got killed. What it was about, I don't know. I know my brother got killed. But to be there for his kids, to be there for my family, I can't carry that shit. Revenge is God in the ghetto. But
It's crazy. Yeah, that is. I mean, Tupac said revenge is the sweetest thing to get in pussy. But you know, you gotta kind of make decisions. But you can't tell nobody what to do when they been hurt. Some people can't take certain hurt. That's why you gotta have thick skin. Even if you do got thick skin, certain things people ain't gonna forgive you for. And they ain't gonna accept that.
So I said, I gotta live for him. And Tip, look what happened when I came out and lived for my brother. Look at the blessings that God said, I got you. I'm gonna use you to be an example of what the possibilities is. When we look, like, you gotta think about it. The only reason our communities is so fucked up is because nobody can let yesterday go. It ain't about, like, this shit is about some shit that you got young boys that's 9 to 10 that's gonna inherit. Somebody got beef right now, they gonna inherit that shit in 2 years from now. And be trying to shoot somebody from another neighborhood based off of nobody can let nothing go.
Right.
So I think that was the greatest thing that I could do, because I was like, I gotta live and I can't carry this shit around. Like, do you ever notice how angry people age like crazy?
Yeah.
Every time you see somebody that's professionally angry, like, you got professionally angry people out there. Like, that's
agitated.
That's their professional. Their profession is just to be angry. Every time you see, no matter what, man, why this cup there? The water. Who gave me some water? I don't like my water clear. This mic in my face. Everything. No, they professional, angry people.
Man.
So it's like, that shit wear you down. You can't live. So,
how do you let go of the anger without letting go of the lessons?
Because the anger gonna kill me. It's gonna age me. You gotta let that shit go, bro. And you still go hold on to the lessons of everything. Because, like, the most important thing you can do is understand that tomorrow's gonna be better than yesterday. Like, you gotta think about it, we be so caught up in all this shit, and we don't appreciate it. Like me, I'm just a person that wears dope. I wake up every day and I appreciate it that I'm here, because I ain't had to be here.
Right.
Like, I ain't had to be here. I'm gonna show you this. This is very important. You might check this out here and there.
Okay.
But I want you to look at this.
Let me see it. Population.
That's real time.
Yeah. 8.2 billion.
Read that.
Births today, 263,000. Oh, 600 and...
They keep going.
700.
Yeah.
Okay, deaths today, 124,000.
We not on that list today.
Not today.
That's real. No, they dying right now. People dying right now in the world. You see the ticker?
Right. So you look at this.
Every day.
The worldometer.
Yeah, no, world.
Is this an app?
Yeah, no, it's a regular website.
Just go.
Look,
just go to it.
Oh, here you go. Hold up.
That's crazy.
Let me close. Look. Hold up. Right here.
They got rest?
I usually have the rest. They just tell you all the shit that's going on in the world usually.
Historical facts.
You all the shit.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start looking into that.
That joint like world meters is something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking into that, man. You know, I've heard you say the power of wanting to be down with a bunch of people that don't really care about you can destroy your life.
Yes. A bunch of motherfuckers, like we got this thing to where though we want to be down with everybody that don't give a fuck about us. We want to prove, you know, when you come up, a lot of people is suffering from the vacancies of their upbringing.
Right.
A lot of people was invisible. A lot of people wasn't seen.
That's right.
So when we come up, or you do something, your whole thing is to prove them wrong or to shit on them.
Mm-hmm.
When it's like, and you want to shit on them, then you want to shit on a bunch of people, or you want to press a bunch of people that really don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
Everything always revolt with us to back around the way.
Right.
Yeah, man, I'm flexible, nigga. I gotta make sure what they saying about me, bro. They said you went Hollywood, but you actually literally on Sunset eating in Hollywood. Shut up. It's cool. You did go Hollywood. You put the work into it.
That was the idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, the whole.
That's why you bought the ticket.
Like the idea of what we got in the hood of being real. Real mean keep struggling. Real mean keep jeopardizing your freedom in your life. Be broke as me. So what the fuck? What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like Sunset is a beautiful place. I like it there. I love the one hotel on Sunset. I love eating at the restaurants. Yeah. Salty Girl on Sunset. The addition. All I love it. I'm cool. Thank you. What the fuck I supposed to do? Like be straight up. Like damn, I come from a hardship.
Yeah.
I can't be happy. Fuck man.
Human beings have an innate fear of being cast out of the group. Being part of the group is how we survive. How can we shake that off and free our minds?
I think we gotta look at a different group sometime. Group.
I mean, I think the problem is trying to fit in.
To the wrong group.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, I read somewhere it say, why die to fit in when you were born to stand out?
That's the whole thing. They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they all the same.
Mm.
I'm doing me.
That right?
I'm doing me and I'm gonna connect. Do you ever notice this? The way this world works, everybody that need to connect. And usually when they connect, they coming from different outlooks.
Right.
You know, some of your best people and best people that you probably got brotherhoods with is from all over this country.
Right.
All over the world.
Yeah.
Because y'all got some similarities and y'all stood out.
That's right.
And y'all connect. And I think that's how the groups really come. But sometimes we try to group with people just because of close proximity. And they don't want to be a part of the group. They trying to figure out ways of where they can pull from the group and they can do their own thing so they can pop.
Right.
And when sometimes we can't see that because we know them or some shit, you know what I mean? And we overlook it. But a lot of people be trying to go to the group just to take and keep, they going for the group taking stuff and going back to their village.
Do you see that, you know, as you get older that you can kind of see shit happening?
Man, I see that. I stay away from dumb shit. I stay away from the dumb shit. I remember the other day, Gil called me, yeah, cuz, what's up, man? I'm like, yo, what's up? He said, what you doing? I said, ready to go to sleep? He said, man, it's 8:10. Yup. I'm right here where I need to be at.
You in the house at 8 o'clock.
I'm right here where I need to be at.
So you don't hang out?
No, I don't hang out. Only time I do it is like, it was like a you know, certain people, like friend or family member birthday or something, I go to that. But I ain't staying. I do what I gotta do. I'll be trying to get to the crib.
So you don't do no partying,
No, I don't really care for it.
Right.
Because like,
you never did it.
Back in the day when I was a kid, but it's like, you got to deal with a lot these days. I'd rather be in the, it's like less, it's like I never, you know what's crazy?
So wait a minute, but you got pardoned, right?
Yeah, I got pardoned.
You got pardoned, so that means that now you ain't even a felon no more.
No, I'm still a felon. I got to go to another level to get my jacket expunged and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm still a felon, but I've been around the world.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what's crazy though? I realized it, and I came up with this big discovery. I have never yet ran into any trouble in the house. In the house. I never got into no beefs, no arguments. I never ran into no.
You keep that phone cut off. That'll bring it to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The phone will bring it to you.
Yeah, I know. That's why you gotta, when you go in the crib, you gotta fortify your joint. When you take that hot ass shower, lay down, read your book, play your music, you clean the house, whatever. You ain't gotta worry about that shit. Yeah. And I don't be worrying about it.
Yeah, you got some food and some bud, you good. You ain't gotta worry about it.
We know places that we've been where that's all we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because all I want to do is just be able to goddamn go and open up a refrigerator, get a cold drink.
It was never quiet.
Pick up a remote and change the channel.
Think about that. You sitting in there.
Lay on your couch. I couldn't lay on my mom's couch.
I wish I could have some fried fish right there with some hot sauce.
Yeah.
You think about the little, you think about the littlest shit. Tip. You sit here thinking about the littlest shit.
Yeah.
That nobody in the world even paying attention to. Like, damn, I wish I could what's the name, man. I wish I could go to the bowling alley, man, get that burger that I usually get.
Yeah.
So it's like you just learn to appreciate shit more and understand that, like, man.
You know, when I came home, that was the shit that, and I didn't do no kind of time close to what you did.
No, time is time. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
And when you gotta leave, and your the effect that it had on your family, your kids, and them babies.
Yeah.
When you gotta walk in there, and they kids, they trying to understand what's going on. They gotta go to school and hear shit from teachers. Man, that fucks you up.
Yeah. You know, so on I think it was my second bid, old head, you know, I was going through it, because I think on my second bid, if I ain't mistaken, that when Tamika decided, it might have been the first bid. Anyway, she was doing like reality shows. She was on TV. And that shit fucked with me, because I'm doing my bid. I gotta watch my fucking house on TV. I gotta watch my woman, you know what I'm saying? I gotta look.
Not just that,
and everybody asking me about it.
No. You watching your family on TV, and they watching you watch your family on TV. They looking at you and
That's for real. That's your call.
They looking at you and they think, like, and you like, man, this shit's too much, man.
She didn't understand why I didn't want her to do it. It's like, you just don't want me to work. No, nigga, I just don't want to see
that shit on TV.
On TV
all day. I'm in jail looking at my. Just imagine you in jail looking at with your shit. You like, damn, that's my crib. Look at the refrigerator. I wish I could open that refrigerator. Look at my car. I wish I could drive that. You see it all your shit. And you like, damn, that's some crazy shit. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, that shit was hell, man.
That's crazy.
That shit was hell, man. But so that shit happened, and I was like, I was fucked up, like, you know, just kind of just down, you know what I mean? And it was an old head that was there. He had done been there. I think I think he had 12 more to go. He'd been there for 17, some shit like that. And he would ask me, man, what's up with you, man? What wrong? And the last thing I'm finna do is tell a nigga this about my problem, about how I feel, about my time. He said, man, I can see it on you, man. What's up? I said, man, I'm just, man, I ain't finna talk to you about, you know, how hard my time is or what I'm going. He said, hey, listen to me, youngster. Let me tell you something. He said what you said. Time is time. He said, get what? I wasn't no more ready to go yesterday than I was when I first walked in the door. You know what I'm saying? So just, man, you gonna have to get through that shit how you can get through it. And all of us in here to help each other through this motherfucking time. You know what I mean? And I never really thought about it like that, you know, until the end. But the shit that I learned though is that none of that shit matters. None of it mattered. When I came home, I didn't give a fuck about nothing.
You didn't care.
I didn't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, little shit like, I remember my partner Doug right there. He you know, we were working, we was next door, the studio next door. We were working on a project, and I think somebody might have said that they were king of the South, and you know, like, man, you hear that? You hear they say, man, you got to, man,
you said, fuck that shit.
I don't give a fuck what this nigga say.
Yeah, I just came home, I'm happy.
I ain't give a damn. Then when they get to making lists, you know, motherfuckers be like, man, look, they left you off this list. That I don't give a fuck about that goddamn list, nigga. I'm living, man.
Nope.
And I remember we were walking the yard one day, man, and I just remember in my head how I used to go off at the airport if they didn't have if they fucked up my first class flight and I had to sit in a coach seat, or they didn't have a presidential suite available and I had to lose your mind. I was on the yard like, man, you know how much I love
you would love that
middle seat. I take a middle motherfucking seat.
Especially when you get somebody that got their arms out, so you gotta be like this.
Man, I take a middle seat and a double room. You ain't gotta have a king bed.
I don't care.
Give me 2 full.
Listen, when I'm trying to this day, when I'm trying to get out of somewhere to get back home or whatever,
yeah,
I take any flight they got.
For real.
You can't see your key, sir. Listen, I don't care. Y'all ain't got this foot. All right, cool. I'm sitting right here. Because I'm trying to get what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. I do that, put my earphones and listen to my music.
Yeah.
Have my little water right there. I'm cool.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something, man. I will do it. You know what I'm saying? I have done it. It's not that it bothers me so much, but I don't like to see other people respond to me being in coach. I don't like people like, oh, what the hell? What he doing back here?
but obviously, I know that's Tip. He get one.
Hey, man, nah.
He get a jet.
Hey, get what though? So, speaking of jet, funny thing happened. My homegirl Dina got married this year. Congratulations, Dina. We used to call her Single Dina.
Okay.
And she got married. She finally got married. About to welcome her first child with her husband, building her family. So proud of her. So her wedding was it was in San Francisco. And I had some shit going on. I had already had so she been telling me about the wedding, and get it. Save the date. Cool. I be there. I got a gig.
Yeah, the
I got
gig.
some money came. I said, Dina, I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna get this money, man. Them folk got $150,000.
I got a gift for you. I got a gift for you, though, Dina.
You feel what I'm saying?
I got a beautiful gift for you.
Absolutely. So goddamn.
Welcome.
He said, I gotta get his money. Yeah. You know that. Did I try to make that jet? Oh no, the jet gonna cost me about what, 30,000? There and back, or whatever.
Gig happened. I had to get a jet.
See?
I can go. I think I was flying in from fucking London or somewhere out the country. Came straight into San Francisco. Gotta get up, go to the wedding, and be there for the wedding. And but like somewhere in the middle of the beginning of the reception, I gotta shoot to the jet. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta shoot to the jet and go and take it so I can get my money, get the gig, and all of this required for things to hit.
It had to hit on time.
Yeah.
The traffic from getting from here to
everything had to be so I had my wardrobe. My partner Diedrich, he put me a tuxedo and shouted out that to me, and he was like, cause we had like suits and shit that's already there that I ain't wear yet. I said, man, just give me the cleanest tuxedo we got. So he gave me it was a white velvet tuxedo with the white velvet jacket with the black pants, white shirt, white tie, Jane Bond shit. So that what I went with, and I go and I put it on, and my wife say immediately when I'm getting dressed, walk to the elevator, my wife say, "You're not supposed to wear white to nobody's wedding. That's bad luck." I said, "Man, that ain't bad luck." I said, "Knock it off." I said, "Man, come on."
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they say you're not supposed to wear white. That's for the groom and the bride is the only one that's supposed to wear white at the wedding. And she say, it's bad luck, man. That's
so you ain't got no other suit. You got that white
That's
suit.
it. That's all I got. I got this white, you know what I mean? The motherfucker, and I'm thinking they got clean. Shit.
Yeah, I'm going
there. Appreciate me showing up clean. That's the cleanest motherfucker. This is the cleanest I can be. So I get there, sit down, and I just immediately start seeing people look at me. And she said, I told you this shit was bad luck. Man. What the hell
She was pissed. She was pissed.
So, you know what I'm saying? So here we is. And Dina didn't really care, I don't think. But everybody else was looking like,
the family was on there.
Why would he do that, right? All right, so she telling me it's bad luck. I get a call after, we taking pictures and shit. I get a text, a call. My partner who get my jet say, man, the plane having a malfunction, so we don't have the jet for you. There's no jet. We can't get you out of here on the jet. I'm like, oh, hell no. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah,
so I was like, okay, so man, I'm in here with a bunch of rich motherfuckers. I got guys in here, I got the dream.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a bunch of motherfuckers who, hey man, come on, man, I need a jet. And all these motherfuckers, trying to call their people to get me a jet. So my partner Neil, he say, we ain't got no jet, but
a flight.
I got this flight on Southwest. This motherfucker like
I took first class Southwest, the first seat I got.
Hey man, listen, that motherfucker said I got this Southwest flight. We got to leave right now. We gonna make it.
You got a boy that got
with a jet. And then finally, Neil said, hey man, You gonna take them goddamn
You
Southwest
got
flight?
on that Southwest flight
Man,
too.
do
You got on that
know,
Southwest
man,
flight.
Do you know
You took 1,000 pictures.
Nigga, let me tell you something, nigga. I was in TSA in a tuxedo. They talking about, take your jacket off, please. I said, you want me to take this off? He said, you want to make this flight? I'm like, man, goddamn, I'm taking my jacket off. I'm folding my goddamn, my white velvet goddamn James Bond tuxedo jacket, putting it on the conveyor
trying to make this time.
Hey, look. Hey, man. I get to the gate, right? I get to the gate, and I'm like, cause they say no first class, I'm like, oh no, I didn't know. They said no first class. They had a goddamn seat. What is it? The seat request type shit. I say, hey, I need you to upgrade me to first class. They say, oh. And she laughed in my face.
Yeah.
She laughed.
She like, did you know where you was?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Man, I'm in that motherfucker bareface, nigga. I had a tuxedo, man.
Damn.
Tuxedo.
On a plane. How far was the flight from where to where?
Man, it was from San Fran to Phoenix. It was from San Fran to Phoenix. It ain't that far. It ain't that, but this shit felt like it. But look, okay, so
that suit on tight,
brother. They call it you know how they get so the motherfuckers fucking with me. I'm the first man. Well, surely you're the most important person here. And let me say, well, you're gonna give you the first seat. We're gonna give you the first row, give you all that to yourself, because
you came up.
We're gonna accommodate you as best we can. But they fucking with me. And everybody walking by me, you know,
who you think he is?
You know what I mean? And we sit down, my old lady look at me and say, I told you that damn tuxedo was bad.
So that's what you got, buddy.
Yeah,
that's
man.
what you got.
I will never wear white tuxedo.
But the flight got you where you needed to go.
Yeah,
you got that. You got that
money. Got that money.
You got that shit.
Hey, man, let's end with this, man.
Okay.
We have conversations all the time, and you always just kind of uplift me on my comedy journey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You were like, man, fuck what the folks say, man. Fuck what the people say. You know, and you gave me some game, and I truly appreciate it. You're always clear with your intentions, and you're always positive, and you always talk about energy and how energy is so important. Why do you think energy and clear intentions are so important?
Because energy respect energy. Like, and I think that's more important.
I always was the type to have good energy and good intentions. And you will notice, and along my journey of living, you will notice people got bad intentions. Like when you really sit and think and just recall the acts that people did, you be like, dang, that was bad intention. That was negative. You put it on a balance beam. Is it negative or is it positive? And you be like, dang, that was negative. Like, why would they do that? You might can't figure out why, but you know from common sense that that was negative and they got ill intentions. We call it ill intentions because that was wrong that you did. Why would you do that? And you know that's wrong and you know better. So it's always good to recognize people's intention and then always lead with good intentions and have good intentions. Always. Why not?
And you know how if you go somewhere and you just feeling good, your day good, when you encounter the wrong energy, if you don't know how to protect your energy, you can be driving. Somebody come, hey, what the fuck? If you don't know, like, damn, you know what? Was I not paying attention?
Right.
Like, I always blame me.
Yeah.
I blame me. I try to blame me as much as possible.
Yeah,
because when I can blame me, I can settle down more.
Yeah.
If I'm driving somewhere and somebody, I'm trying to say, was I really on point? Was I looking everywhere? Was I fucking with my phone? I gotta try to blame me because that alleviate and that can protect my energy and fortify it. Because your energy dictates your day. It dictates. Am I gonna come in here and do the show? Am I gonna make this music? You know, how I'm gonna be with my family? Like, you really gotta protect it as much as possible because your energy is like the gas.
Take your bed up.
If you low on gas,
shower,
you pull over and keep stopping. Like, when your gas is up,
exercise a little bit.
Around. Your energy is your gas.
Say,
so it's like, how do I protect this and make sure it's right and understand that during my day, I'm gonna run into some bad energy. But how do I pivot from that shit? Like, all right, cool, I got it. Because you gotta get to where you gotta get to. And then when your energy gets, cause some people energy get thrown out, they be fucked up for a week. Think about it. Some people be fucked. Like, it could be something that happened, they be fucked up for a week and then it spill over to the next week because once your energy go off, it's like once your energy go off, now you receptive to dumb shit and bad energy because it's open. It's like your pores open now. And any little thing you can peep. Oh man, this shit happened. Oh man, what the fuck? Oh,
That's when it rains, it pours.
yes. Yes. It was like it just keep connecting. You like, damn man, it's like that bad energy connect with bad energy.
Yeah. And
you just be stuck in it. You be in a funk like, damn, what is going? Because people don't understand. No matter how successful it is, no matter how much money you got, your mindset is very important.
Mindset come before the need.
Because you, I'm talking about you, where we now everybody know you. I know there've been times in your career where you be like, you might get in that bad space and you might become doubtful, like, damn, what I'm gonna do next? What I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna pivot. And then if you lay in it too long, or if you don't get the right call, sometimes you need a reminder that you him. And that's why you gotta keep people around you that can remind you and put it in your face, because a lot of times we get caught up in this world because that stuff that goes on in them comment and in the side of them social medias and the internet.
You gotta get off of that shit.
It will fuck you up, and because I remember I told one recording artist, a girl, I was like, can I ask you a question? I was like, out of 10,000 comments, how do you see one? Like, I said, you looking for dumb shit. You worrying about the wrong shit. You love dumb shit. She was like, no, I don't. Why you say that? I said, I just went on your page. It's 10,000 comments. But you responded to somebody in there. I'm like, how the fuck did you even find that? Well, how you got time to even be looking on that? You big as shit. You the real deal.
Not giving a fuck is the best thing.
Listen, being fearless and not giving a fuck is fuck what they think is the greatest thing in the world.
You read that book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck?
No, I seen it. I seen it in what's the name? The Orange Book. It's the Orange Book. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, that's the greatest thing you can do, because it's true. Everything I love. Once your energy is off, you open to any attack.
Right.
Anybody can attack you. I'm telling you, will see a fucking ant saying some shit. Ant walking in, saying some shit to you. You're like, damn, motherfucker, you want? All because it's open. You just really got to protect your energy and keep people around you that can remind you of who you are, what you done, and where you going.
And hold you accountable.
Think about that.
It's real. Well, man, I really do appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. Came right to
you. know what I mean? I appreciate you coming down. I appreciate you taking the time out. And of course, it goes without saying, if you ever need me.
That always been the case.
Yeah. So here, expeditiously, we have something called the word of the week. And the word is usually inspired by the conversation or the guest. So the word of the day today. The word of the day today for you, Wallo, is indefatigable. Indefatigable means persisting tirelessly.
No matter what, you don't stop.
That's right. Wallo has been indefatigable about pushing peace, positivity, and evolution to our community. And I appreciate you for that, bro.
I appreciate you for having me.
This is Expeditiously. I am T.I.P.
I like to tell comments is good.